appreciate that. Some other house rules as well. Allow me to also say that we have Wi-Fi connected here. It's the AI Summit free Wi-Fi. It is safe and secure. No one can hack it, even if we have hackathons today.
Absolutely.
So feel free as well to appreciate that and have that as well. Yes. Yeah. It's my laptop. Kindly connect my laptop. It's already here on the screen. I appreciate that. So that's number one. That's the Wi-Fi. And the other thing as well, I've been told the reason why this one was held even at a place like this is because in case of a fire, the fire team told me there's no fire drill. You can exit at your nearest exit. And you can see it's just near you, next to you. So you just walk out and you'll be free to go. Have you ever been hacked, by the way, Linda?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Especially when I was not tech savvy yet.
Yes.
Right now, I can flex around and say I've used several platforms that AI or software has really introduced into the economy.
Yeah.
But before then,
yes.
Oh my God.
Tech team, if I could have the housekeeping on the big screen. Thank you. I had seen it. Oh, there you go. I have it there. So if you don't mind, ladies and gentlemen, today there will be a lot of QR code scanning, talking, those kind of things, because we are talking matters AI and software ways of doing things, these kind of things. So I would like us to kindly do something very quick. Kindly stand for a moment. Stand for a moment. Stand for a moment. I have been told people have sat in for so long, by the way. Yes. They have sat for so long, and it's not healthy. A certain doctor told me that if people sit for more than an hour and a half, you need to allow them to stretch in their own way, by the way. And I want us to break some rules here.
Let's see.
You know we're in your house, eh? We're in your house.
There to be broken.
DJ, can you give us something chamge-ish, something home of the champion-ish, something like that?
How can you say chamge-ish? What is chamge-ish?
It's like a nice greeting-ish, so we can greet each other. Do you have something right now? Or you will forever
to welcome us.
Yes, give us something. Give us something. Linda is going to show us how to do it. So Linda, how to do it? So everybody follow Linda's steps. Come on. Come on. Can you do that? Let's just go. Okay, everybody. I am wondering, some people are just stepping on each other, just coordination here and there. I think I have an idea. Yeah. Can I teach you my own move?
Oh, teach me.
That is mixed from where I come from.
Ooh.
DJ, go on with that song. Everybody get into a running position, just a running position. So everybody go down, like you're running. Then you look up. Up, everybody. Then down. Come on. Like you're doing well. You're doing well. Come on, everybody. Hands up, and then you move like this. You're doing well. Hey! Well done. Now turn around as you dance. Thank you, DJ. Give your neighbor a high five. Then you can take a seat. Take a seat now. Thank you so much. Hey.
Well, that was just to usher us into Uasin Gishu County. I remember that's just one of the songs. We have so many.
We have so many lined up.
And I will not let you get out of Uasin Gishu without having to learn Kalenjin moves.
Absolutely. I also already took some musik, so far I'm sorted. Ladies and gentlemen, please type that, slido.com. We have free Wi-Fi, so we'll have to use it. This is a software conversation, AI conversation. So please type that, slido.com, and the passcode you'll see there, you just type Kenya, and that's it. All right, so please do that. Please
Kenya
do that.
In caps?
Yes, Kenya in caps. So please do that. If you don't have a phone that can type those kind of things, it's okay. Feel at home. We love you the way you are. All right? Excellent. And we just want to appreciate some people who are in the house. Is it? Is that okay? Let's do that now. There's a first question already. Who is in the room? Your name and organization. Yes. I think we should be able to get some people responding on this. So if you don't mind, please actively get in there. By the way, if your phone can scan that QR code as well, scan it.
Yeah.
You know, Linda, there are some phones that cannot scan. I don't know if it's, I don't want to mention the types. I might hurt some people's self-esteem here. But if your phone can type, can scan, do that. Oh, already some people are already inside.
Oh, let's see.
Yes, we have Margaret of UOE. We have...
And we have Maurice.
Maurice, all the way. Pauline Yokabi of Digital Health Agency. Thank you so much.
Oh, just texted Linda Koske.
Hold on. Did someone call Linda Koske?
I bet.
Just like you,
just
guys.
like me.
No, you cannot be called typing her name. It is yours. We want to know yours. There you go. There you go. Let's see more people. Kokwan from Moi University. Who else do you see?
Let's recognize Moringa School as well.
Oh, excellent. There's Pius Kau as well. State Department for Transport is here.
And we have Suzanne Moore University Microgravity Solutions.
Grace of This is Digital AI. Thank you so much for being here.
Stephen Gidwa Lux Touch Beauty. Welcome.
Mark from Safaricom Karibu Sana as well.
We have Otieno. Si mweke jina mbele, Otieno.
It's okay. Otieno is an institution.
We have Rono as well and Miss Soy.
Yeah,
Welcome.
Yeah, excellent. Yes, we have Winnie Guada from Warehouse Receipt System Council. Wow.
We have Nemi Adventures Limited. Welcome to Eldoret.
Kavemba is in the house as well.
We have Lois RVTTI.
Thank you so much. We have the Chinese embassy represented here. Thank you so much.
You're welcome to Kenya and to Eldoret.
No, I have a guess. Who do you think wrote Chinese embassy? Let's not point fingers. It's
Let's
okay.
not point.
Yeah,
Let's just look and
already
say welcome.
We're welcome. Thank you. We have Yatta.
And we also have Seluna. Where did I see Seluna disappeared?
Yeah, it's somewhere
Well, we
there.
have Solomon Musa Coops.
Microsoft represented Kenya Power as well.
And we have Richie Marks from
Yeah.
UOE.
Excellent.
And we have Prime as well.
Yeah, and we also have 17 people who are still typing. You understand? These are the guys who, they don't like being rushed. Are they from Coast? Just check in. But take your time, It's working. William Wambugu is here. Walter Areo is right here as well.
Welcome.
Yeah,
we have
very
Winnie
great
Gwanda,
people. Yeah.
Warehouse Receipt System Council,
Yeah.
Robert Rotich, and also E-Mobilis.
Thank you so much. There's someone else called Prime. I don't know whether he works for the Prime Minister.
From the Prime Cabinet.
Just checking. We appreciate you wherever you are. If you're seated at the back, there's a seat for you here. just checking who you are. But thank you so much. I think that's enough. I was hoping to get at least 100 persons. And look at us. We're already at 135, 36. But if your neighbor sitting next to you is just reading and not typing anything, tell them, why did you come? You know, there's a better way of looking at this.
You have to announce your presence just a little bit for us to recognize you.
You're right. Thank you so much as well. I think we can move on. We just want to interact with the people even as we're just officially about to start. Thank you so much for the 11 guys who are still typing. We don't know what to do with you, but we appreciate you. You will find us on the go and on the move. Let's see. We were ranked number 1 in using ChatGPT. If AI had feelings, what would it say about humans of Kenya? I was just thinking that way, right? What would they say? Leo tumia akili nani?
I would say that, Kenyans...
Yeah, if AI had feelings,
Slow down.
I know.
down.
Slow down,
Yeah.
There's someone who's saying I fear Kenyans. They're training me faster than OpenAI. Oh, yeah.
But does ChatGPT actually tie us up?
No, we don't know, but we are just trying to feel it. Look at the other one,
Yes.
Ati, I'm not your intern,
Oh, my
Yeah.
God. 2%.
No, there's an interesting one.
No, to me, akili
You
nani.
people don't greet. You just type, write me a speeches up, Yeah, you know yourselves, Kenyans who use ChatGPT ASAP, you don't even say, hi, ChatGPT, how did you sleep? There's no question like that. It's straight to the point. What are you doing?
I love the first one.
Yeah.
I fear Kenyans. They're training me faster than OpenAI.
Oh, yeah, you're right. By the way, we are feeding them information. They know everything. If you ask ChatGPT Mursik, they will even tell you the ingredients, everything. What milk was used, anything. I don't know. It's people who have fed them. Thank you so much for that. But I like the second one is quite close.
Yes.
People are trying to be decent, but the truth is ChatGPT will tell them to me akili leo.
Yeah, to me
Is it?
akili leo
Yeah.
nani.
Do you think, Linda, AI is making people lazy? Just ask it.
No.
Yeah.
Actually, it's empowering.
It's
if
empowering.
you ask me, it's empowering.
You know-
Look at this. If
Yeah.
Eliud Kipchoge, the champion right here from this particular city, ran for 42 kilometers in 2 hours, you can imagine how many hours can these people code?
Oh,
the way they are
coding.
very fast in marathon,
Okay.
albeit they are also fast in coding. So-
Okay. Let's assume so. I don't know, maybe the house is divided. Can I see by show of hands, how many of us think, we know AI is great, it's amazing, but you personally, be honest about it. Do you think it's making you lazy? How many of you feel like it's making me lazy? It's okay, put your hand. Oh my goodness, I told you they
Oh
were
my
honest
goodness.
people. This is like,
But look at the statistics.
this is like an altar call. Bishop is here. We're
It's
just checking.
2 out
check-
of
we
500
appreciate you. We
people.
appreciate you, yeah? How many of you think, hakuna kitu, we are using it well? Let me just see, we're using it well? Okay, no, it's okay. It's a majority of the hands. Let me ask, you know, in such a place where there are only two options, there are
Yes.
people who don't lift their hands or say nothing, or they
Uh-huh.
only look at you. What do you think about them?
Well, they use ChatGPT, but they don't want to speak about it.
They don't want to speak about it, eh?
Yeah.
They're the ones
But
who...
what are your thoughts, though? I'm curious to know what you think.
You know, there were two personalities
Yeah.
trending last week
Yeah.
because they wrote an article somewhere on a paper and they forgot to remove some places of ChatGPT that you want to make it, you know, those kind of stuff?
Yes.
Yeah, they just quickly, and it's sad. So please, even as you're using it, I think we need to tell them, tumia
akili
akili,
nani.
tumia akili pia. Please turn to the person sitting next to you. It's not an abuse. Mwambie tumianga akili ukitumia AI pia.
But
Look
you
at
know,
them.
even for those people, even for those people who are claiming that they've never used AI,
Yeah.
most of them came here using Google Maps.
Oh, yeah.
Or they even took a selfie
Uh-huh.
with filter. Do you know that's AI? Welcome to the revolution.
Yeah. We just want to appreciate the people actually who use those filters. You know, you're looking like you're 52, but you want to look like you're 22.
Yeah, but we are 22.
But who do you want to confuse? But anyway, let's move on. Let's move on, guys. So let me just get a bit serious here and let's see. If Kenya, what's the biggest advantage if we become, if at all we are not, Africa's digital powerhouse? What do you think is the biggest advantage of becoming the powerhouse in Kenya? What do you think is the biggest? I know all these things are amazing, Linda.
Well,
but
their thoughts are coming in quick, thick, and fast.
oh, let's see what they think. What's the biggest advantage in becoming Africa's digital powerhouse? Why is Kimbelembele there? Some people are still voting for that. It was a way of testing people and whether they read the things that we are putting them there. But let's see.
It's Kimbelembele, and it's actually helping.
It's good, eh?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think there's a better way of saying Kimbelembele. It could be Kujituma. Is
Yeah.
it? Yeah, to Kujituma.
Forward
And
thinking.
Kujituma is good. It's a good thing. Yeah. Let's see what people think that if Kenya became the advantage of becoming Africa's digital powerhouse, innovation and culture.
Startups.
Innovation, culture, startups. Absolutely. Yeah. This is good. But then, Linda, there was a vibe that was going around, and I see a lot of amazing people here who have helped young people do startups. There's a time there was a vibe that startups are dying, those kind of things.
In 5 years.
In-
Research showing that most of the startups are folding
Yeah.
in 5 years.
It's like SMEs. I don't know. What are your
Startups
thoughts
and
about it?
SMEs.
What are your thoughts about it? Is it, are we the problem, or is it the people who are starting the problem?
There are different issues
Yeah.
in regards to that. There is capital.
Yeah.
Another gap is sustainability, coming up with sustainable ways of running businesses.
Okay.
You know, that's a major gap.
Yeah.
Yeah, but funding is the main issue. Would you agree with me?
Funding.
Yeah.
The money, right?
Could funding be the biggest issue when it comes to having a startup or sustaining a startup?
Well, I don't know how the house feels, but a lot of people here, I think half of them probably are startups. They're probably somewhere there. Maybe if you point out that you have money to give them, that's when they will react. But for now, don't go there, because they might ask you for that money. They might ask you for that money.
I love that. I love what you've said about that, because later on we will be having market linkages as well,
Yes.
talent linkages, and also hackathons. So
Excellent.
talent linkages will be between the guys who've made it in the industry, key
Yes.
stakeholders in this industry, and also students and startups who are about to network with
You're
the
right.
rest of the guys who've made it in the business.
Let us see. Now that we're talking about, startups, all those things, it's associated with the youth. If you're here and you are under 35, just show us your hand. Just lift up your hand. We want to appreciate the young people who are here.
Ooh, it's
Excellent,
actually
excellent.
half of the
This is a
room.
great number. This is a great number.
Yeah.
By the way, let me ask you.
78% of Kenyans.
That's a good one. Yeah. I wanted to ask you, if you were born in 1998, how old would you be by now?
You leave
Just
our
check
age
it.
alone.
What age is that? Because that's the age of Gen Zs. I wanted to appreciate them, because if we don't, these people are dangerous. It's important. We acknowledge you if you're born 1998 and after. We appreciate you for being here. Thank you for giving us your time. Linda, I have one more, just one more before we close this session.
Yes.
What's the single factor? What single factor would most accelerate Kenya's digital transformation? We want to move. What is that one thing you believe will make us move? What is that? that will
Yeah.
make us move.
What's
It-
actually hindering?
Yes.
What's hindering?
Absolutely. What can we do to move to that transformation? Let's ask ourselves those questions. Don't feel it's not an exam, it's just a way of thinking and helping us in the process to see what is it that can make us move. The single factor in your own thought that would most accelerate Kenya's digital transformation. What
If
are
you
the
were
thoughts?
to vote,
Yeah.
what would you vote for?
Personally, I think it's looking to talent development. I don't know why I feel that. That's the one thing. Because I
Yeah.
feel like we have a populace of young people. This is our advantage, not just in Kenya, even in Africa,
Yeah.
that we are proud of having young talent.
Yeah.
And if we maximized on that, I think we will transform the entire Africa, not just Kenya. Yeah.
Huge population right here is tech savvy.
Yeah, it's an advantage. What do you
Yeah,
think yourself?
Absolutely. I think you are right.
Oh, good.
Because you could be having money,
Yeah.
but you don't know what to invest
So you
into.
could, you could get capital, but you don't have the
Yeah, so
talent.
you actually need talent.
Yeah.
And that's why this event right here is happening, because it's linking.
But why
the
is it
market.
that the House, a lot of people, 53% of people here feel like research and innovation funding? Is it that we have a lot of PhD researchers here, Ama Nini? Just checking. Do we have a lot of philosophers in the House? Just checking. But they think that if we do a lot of research and innovation, it takes the day. I think you and I, we are not counted. Our talent is at 20%.
Why? No, we need funding.
Absolutely, absolutely. We need funding. Oh, you are the money now. Okay, I'm just checking. But funding, I think it's access to capital, 14%. It's okay, but I think we want to agree with you. This is just your own thoughts, that the single factor that would accelerate Kenya's digital transformation, the House says it's research and innovation funding.
Funding.
We,
Wow.
we don't have to agree with them, but we have to
But
agree
I
to
mean,
disagree.
That's how the House is feeling.
Absolutely.
Okay. Even
Absolutely.
as we're waiting for the chief guests to make their way here, there's a lot that is happening through the day.
Yeah.
But before then, we can have some music as we wait for that.
Absolutely, and I want to believe the DJ can give us just something soft as we get the directions, because I believe they are all in here. It's just a moment of time before they walk in. Karibuni sana, don't close that tab, because we shall be interacting all through the day on it. Asanteni sana. DJ.
254.
She leads a lonely life. She leads a lonely life. When she woke up late in the morning light, and the day had just begun, she opened up her eyes and thought, oh, what a morning. It's not a day for what? It's a day for catching time. Just lying on the beach and having fun. She's going to get you. All that she wants is another baby. She's gone tomorrow, boy. All that she wants is another baby. All that she wants is another baby. She's gone tomorrow, boy. All that she wants is another baby.
Kama sinamaliza kurasa
Kin 254.
matusi naiona BASATA wakinifungia theruthi zira nazopata 100%. Mjusi ukuta wa parasta na uparamia. Mapenzi ni chupa la bia, nipe sana kwe mlevi, niumbe njia kwa maana we mlezi na unanijulia. Hawana hawawezi pakukuibia dia. Pawa naishiwa pawa, penzi lako mizani mizito naishiwa pawa. Pawa naishiwa pawa, penzi lako mizani mizito naishiwa pawa. Pawa naishiwa pawa, penzi lako mizani mizito naishiwa pawa.
Still alive. Mienendo yangu na tabia zangu zikupendeze, kuvaa kwangu na kunena kwangu kukupendeze. Mienendo yangu na tabia zangu zikupendeze, kuvaa kwangu na kunena kwangu. Naomba nifanane nawe Yesu, niwe jinsi upendavyo. Nifanane nawe Yesu, niwe jinsi upendavyo. Niguze, nifinyange, unibebe, niunde, nitengeneze, niwe kama wewe, nikupendeze. 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 Nikupendeze.
This is DJ Kin 254.
Déjà qu'on aime pas brûler ça. Excusez-moi, veux tout danser comme pas. Moi pas comme femme haïtienne, tous comme ça. Ou mettre madame, moi c'est yon egg night. Danser, blaguer, oh yeah. Autom, autom, autom. Hallelujah. Got too much money, but I'm still a shooter. Don't take bad man, FIFA li poupa. Chanter, danser, blaguer, oh yeah. I pull up uninvited when I better find authorization. Because my presence is a gift from God and you're looking like an angel, baby. Oh, chante, dance, ooh yeah, put it like a circle, and I go handle them carefully. Plus I know you would dress for me. Da da da, baby, surely can't feel it. Da da da, when you feel the party me. Da da da, riding in Lamborghini. Da da da, j'aime nous sous ça, campé da da da. Bamele, bamele, da da da, for you BBL baby. Da da da, bamele, bamele, da da da, j'aime nous sous ça, campé da da da. Every day I'm enchanté.
Obozigini kanachana Imana chukwa gozi gomo Onya lumi Yana
Kin
yumi
254.
What am I looking for? Say my God, it don't bless me. You giving me you, giving you me. Opposite give and much as your son. Opposite give and much as your me. My baby, you know say you got love for me. I do go. When I call your name, shakara for me. I'm gonna be your, you gon' be my Julie. I'm gonna be your, you gon' be my Julie. Give me your heart, I no go run away. Show me your love, I no go use you play. Carry me, go me, I go follow away. Follow you, oh. Me and you. Okwamona, keep my baby. Me and you. Okwamona. Opposite give and not just yourself. Opposite give and be just your me. My baby, you know say you got love for me. Hey, I do go. I could go. When I call your name, shakara for me. Hey, no, I'm gonna be your, you gon' be my Julie. I'm gonna be your, you gon' be I'm gonna be
Well, DJ, thank you so much for that. Even as we wait for our chief guest to arrive and as well as the dancers, let's have the Mo University choir just to give us one song, just a quick song, because we had fun, right? Just make your way in. Or do we have traditional dancers first? Let's have Mo University. Come in, please. Thank you. Perhaps you can make it quick. Kindly enter. Make your way into the summit. So let's have a quick one before our chief guest makes his way right into this particular event. It will be a quick one before the chief guest arrives. Thank you.
Uende salama, huyu ni Bwana wako, woye woye. Dum dum, nakuomba mwana, twende tuonele habari Mzaliwa Emmanuel ya mama, nakuomba mwana, twende tuonele habari Nitafanya ebusekwe mama, nakuomba mwana, twende tuonele habari Mzaliwa Emmanuel ya mama, nakuomba mwana, twende tuonele habari Titilinda, oh, oh, da 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 Titilinda, oh, da 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 Itafanya ebusekwe mama, nakuomba mwana, twende tuonele habari Mzaliwa Emmanuel ya mama, nakuomba mwana, twende tuonele habari Titilinda, oh, da 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 Titilinda, oh, da 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 Titilinda, oh, da da da
Thank you so much. Perhaps we can have the ones who've already performed so that we can have an adequate space. Okay, then you can do a group one, just one, a quick one, right? Thank you so much. Let's be quick. Let's have the traditional dances. But once you complete the performance, you can use the left exit. We have a minute to perform. Welcome.
Asay somanet, osoman lagok yo, sio walga, agemen yo.
Elder Records.
Tararan somanet, oyay goli. Oh, tararan somanet, oyay goli. Somanet o lagok yo, oyay goli. Oye, tararan somanet, oyay goli.
Okay, sorry for the traditional class. Thank you so much, DJ. Let's have the choir. Sorry for that. We'll get another time for you to perform. Let's have the More University Choir to prepare for the national anthem. Thank you so much. A round of applause for this particular team. Thank you so much. We can have the choir. Let's have the More University Choir. We'll begin the national anthem once our chief guest is here. So prepare yourselves, do some before he arrives.
kuonekana kwa screen.
Yes, let's welcome to our station here. Data protection is to ensure that whoever is collecting data in Kenya is doing so according to the Data Protection Act of 2019. With me here is our head of Eldoret Regional Office. You can go into more detail. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mambu. So for us, we do the regulation of personal data, but more importantly on software and AI, in the interoperability of systems and data monitoring systems and AI. Most importantly, the office is working on cross-border aspects, that is to be adequacy decisions to be used of people with adequate data.
you, DJ. Thank you, post right there.
Thank
Ladies
you.
and gentlemen, I see our guests are right here, Linda, and we would want to welcome them in a beautiful way. So as they're coming, choir, just be on standby, because immediately after that, we shall all rise for the anthem. And the choir shall be leading us in the national anthem once that is done.
Absolutely.
And so as they come in, we shall be appreciating our guest as they come as well. He's actually at the last booth, and then we can flow on that. Yeah.
Yes, we have several exhibiting booths
Yeah.
right there, and the Prime Cabinet Secretary, Honorable Musalia Mudavadi, has just toured some of the booths right there, accompanied by the State Department of ICT and Digital Economy Cabinet Secretary, Bolom Kabogo, as well as the PS for State Department of ICT Engineer John Tanui, together with Uasin Gishu County Governor Jonathan B., who've just accompanied the Prime Cabinet Secretary for this particular country, Musalia Mudavadi. So they're just making rounds at the booth, but any minute now, we expect the chief guest to be making his way right here.
Absolutely, and we also want to appreciate all the county leadership. Some of them already seated here. We want to appreciate your presence for being here. All the partners as well who have made their way here. Karibuni sana, feel at home as well in this particular home. How do you say feel at home in the local?
Feel at home.
Yes, feel at home.
Itagat.
Itagat. Eh?
Itagat. Am I right?
Yes.
Absolutely. This is a home girl. This is
Yes.
a home girl. So you ask me a hard one.
Yeah, it should be a hard one, eh?
Yes.
Okay, so how do you tell people we are starting shortly once he comes in? Tell them that.
Kinomi gomalo.
Is she doing well?
Mbaya.
Is she
I'm a
doing well?
bad one.
Eh? I'm a
But
part-
welcome to Uasin Gishu County, actually, Minor Chege. You
Yes.
know,
No, I'm actually, let me tell you, I am known here. You never know. They even give me a wife from here. Is that true?
really?
Yes, the choir. She sings in the choir. So me, I'm at home.
Oh, welcome home.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Asanteni sana. I appreciate you.
Well,
And,
let's just warm up to welcome the chief guest today. And
Please, yes, if we can all rise up, let's all rise up to welcome our chief guest right here.
absolutely, let's all be upstanding to welcome our chief guest, the Prime Cabinet Secretary, Musalia Mudavadi, alongside the State Department of ICT and Digital Economy Cabinet Secretary William Kabogo, together with the PSICT John Tanui, the Governor of Uasin Gishu County, Jonathan B., together with other partners. Welcome your distinguished guests. Let's now, DJ, let's have national anthem.
Yes, the beautiful choir from Moi University will take us through it. Thank you so much, choir. Just remain right there. Don't sit yet. We want to have the prayers led by the imam and the bishop. So kindly make your way up here for the prayers as well. Karibuni sana.
Mwenye kuumba mbingu na ardhi na ziliomo katika ardhi. Tunakushukuru kutuamsha siku ya leo, kutuwezesha kujumuika katika kongamano hili. Tunakuomba ulifungue kwa njia ambayo kwamba ni aheri, na yote ambayo yatakayojadiliwa iwe ni kwa manufaa ya taifa letu tukufu. Wewe ndiye mwenye uwezo wote, na kongamano hili tumekuwekea mikononi mwako. Wewe Allah Mwenyezi Mungu ndiyo mwenye kuliongoza kongamano hili. Mwenyezi Mungu, tunakuomba ubariki rais wetu aliyekuwa na maono ambayo kwamba leo ndio ambayo kwamba tunayajadili hapa. Bariki makamu wa rais, waziri mkuu, mpe nguvu na afya, na viongozi wote ambao wako hapa, wape hekima na busara kuliongoza taifa letu. Bariki nchi yetu ya Kenya, ipatie kila aina ya baraka. Bariki kaunti yetu ya Uasin Gishu pamoja na gavana wake, mpe nguvu kuweza kuiongoza kaunti hii. Wewe ndio mwenye uwezo. Haya yote ambayo kwamba tutakayoyafanya kwa muda wa siku 3 tumeiweka katika mikononi mwako, na tunaamini kwa kuwa utatutekelezea. Amin, amin, walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.
As we continue in prayer, the prophet Isaiah tells us this: Behold, I will do a new thing. Now it shall spring forth. Shall you not know it? I will even make a road in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. Let's pray. God, our Heavenly Father, we humble ourselves before your throne of mercy and grace this morning to thank you, God, for giving us the opportunity to gather here today and even the 3 days that we will be here for the purpose of this summit. We want to thank you, God, because you inspired people who dreamt and even planned for this summit. And we pray, Heavenly Father, that your presence will be with us as we begin this summit. We want to thank you, God, because you have not stopped to reveal new things to humanity. And we pray that, Lord, the stay of all the delegates and people who will interact in this summit will bring and produce something that is going to be for the good of humanity and also for this country. We want to thank you for our country, Kenya. We want to thank you for our president. We pray, Lord, that you will bless him, bless those in authority under him, and bless even our guests today, that, Lord, as we interact together, we will also benefit from the interaction and from the wisdom that will come out of this summit. We pray that, Lord, the beginning of this summit, because it is one of its own, let it bear good fruits for the good of this nation, for the good of the whole world, and for the good of your creation. Begin with us, bless us through, and at the end, glory and honor will come back to you. For this we pray in the name of God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Thank you so much. You may have your seats.
You may have your seats, and Boy University Choir is going to do a quick number, very quick number, 1 minute, and then we proceed on. Go ahead.
Nimeshapa
Everybody, let's join the choir for a minute. And even our chief guest.
Kipenzi chetu nchi yenye upendo, hatutaacha Kenya daima na milele. Kenya kipenzi chetu, hatutaiacha milele daima. Kenya kipenzi chetu, hatutaiacha milele daima. Na nikienda ng'ambo sitasahau Kenya, na nitabaki Mkenya daima na milele. Kenya kipenzi chetu, hatutaiacha milele daima. Kenya kipenzi chetu,
Hatutaiacha milele daima. Let's appreciate the choir. Thank you so much. You may take your seats and thank you so much. More University Choir. Round of applause to them. Asanteni sana. Wow.
Thank you
Well done.
so
Well
much.
done.
What an ushering in to the Uasin Gishu County. We're truly honored to be here. Yeah. So let's talk about this particular event. And before we dive deep into this particular summit,
Yes.
let's get to recognize the people present right here.
Absolutely. So it is indeed a great honor. In fact, he is our host here. Let's put our hands together for the Prime Cabinet Secretary, Honorable Musalia Mudavadi. A round of applause to him. Thank you so much. We acknowledge you.
And he's a good dancer.
Yes, I noticed as well. Yeah.
Alongside also the State Department of ICT and Digital Economy Cabinet Secretary William Kabogo. Let's give a round of applause to Honorable William Kabogo.
Asante sana. I don't know whether you know how we pronounce it in my village. It's Kafogo.
Oh, Kafogo.
You can try that. Is that true? I'm just checking. Okay.
No.
It's a Kabo. He's
And
laughing at
also, let's recognize the Principal Secretary for the State Department of ICT, who is also an alumni of this particular Moi University. Let's give it up to Engineer John Tanui. Thank you so much. for joining.
Absolutely. An engineer as well came with a lot of his colleagues. We have PSS who are here in the great numbers. We will give him the honor of acknowledging them later
Absolutely.
on. Absolutely.
Together with the diplomats as well. This is an auspicious event and it's beyond Eldoret. It's
absolutely.
beyond Kenya. And let's also recognize the governor of Uasin Gishu
He's
County.
right here.
His Excellency Jonathan B. Give it up to him. Thank you so much,
Absolutely.
Governor, for
Yes,
welcoming us into this auspicious event.
Thank you so much, and all protocols observed, all county leaders who are present, we appreciate you for being right here. Ladies and gentlemen, we don't want to spend more time in the introductions and the likes. We want to get straight to it, but I just wanted us to acknowledge that the governor here is hosting us at the newest city in the country.
Ooh,
Remember that?
absolutely.
This is
Yes,
Eldoret City.
Eldoret City.
It's also the home of champions.
Yes.
And guess
The
who?
food basket.
The food basket.
And also, right now, it's the,
the
home of innovation.
Let's appreciate the home of innovation. Those are so many of them. But allow me, please, and I know this has been a protocol issue, but we have seen the home of champions. Guess who is in the house?
You've seen the home of
We have a
champions.
champion in the house.
Oh my God.
Do you know him? Oh my goodness, we have to acknowledge him with a beautiful round of applause. Eliud Kipchoge is in the house. Round of applause to him.
Many
Thank you
thanks
so
for
much.
joining us here today. We are truly proud of you.
Absolutely. One of the key outcomes of this summit, Linda, is that we want to position Kenya in the global map. And I want to request with a lot of humility that we start that right now. So the only thing I'll do before we get the opening remarks is to position this summit in the global map. How better to do it than to do it right now? So if you don't mind, Linda, please kindly exit through that side. I'm going to exit, and I want to request the champion who we just mentioned. If you don't mind, Elliot, it will be an honor. Please come closer to our chief guest. Come closer to our chief guest and the CS, because we want to do a nice groupie with the PS as well. It's a groupie, a selfie kind of thing. Don't worry, we are positioning this. So if you don't mind, could you kindly stand? The rest of us, get your neighbor. We're going to do groupies and selfies in this place.
And
Please
you make
do that.
sure you smile.
Excellent. Come closer, sir. There you go. CS, kindly stand. Our chief
The
guest, kindly
world
stand.
should know there's a summit happening
Governor,
in
please come
Eldoret.
right here. This is the big one. We want to tell the world right now that this is happening. Are you ready? Are the rest of the people taking selfies?
Are you guys ready?
Excellent. There you go,
Smile
Linda.
to the selfie.
Excellent. Lovely, lovely. Oh, Our chief
Many
guest
thanks.
knows to do the thumbs up. Did the
Uh-huh.
rest of the people do that? Kindly do those selfies and groupies. Some people are just smiling and laughing. Thank you so
Absolutely.
much,
Many
our
thanks.
champion. Thank you so much for that. Ah, lovely.
Yes.
Look at it. Now that one is the senior one, right? That's one is the senior one.
And you ensure that you post it in the social media. But what is the hashtag today, Maina?
Absolutely is the Kenya Software AI Summit. That's the hashtag for the day. We shall be telling them how to share that right away. But let's first of all get into the first session. Our first speaker. Can we welcome him, please?
Well, it's now my singular honor to welcome the man of the hour, the tech industry, the tech giant who decided it's going to be Eldoret. I know there is a lot that happened in the cabinet to ensure that these events actually came to fruition. It took a lot. Yeah? Let's join me and Maina to welcome Engineer John Tanui, the Principal Secretary for ICT and Digital Economy, to welcome us into this particular event. And he's also an alumni. It feels good. He's actually literally empowering the nation.
Absolutely. And the young
Welcome, Bwana PS.
Thank you, sir. Karibu sana.
Your Excellency, the Prime Cabinet Secretary, Honorable Musalia Mudavadi, our Cabinet Secretary for Information, Communication and Digital Economy, Honorable William Kaboko, the Governor of Uasin Gishu, Koti Mocha, our Member of Parliament, Honorable CPA Ruta, my colleague PS Isaboke, PS Belio, Professor Shaukat, the Secretary General for African Telecommunication Union, John Omo, leadership of Moi University, the Chancellor, Vice Chancellor, the Chairman, the leadership of Uasin Gishu County, the many tech captains who are here this morning, our colleagues and friends from various countries, technology companies, the representatives of embassies, good morning. It's a great moment for us in the tech industry this morning. Your Excellency, we are here because of the decision of His Excellency the President to establish the State Department of ICT and Digital Economy. And in it, there is a function that he put for support the promotion of software development industry in Kenya. And it's for that purpose that we are gathered here. My team sat, engaged the stakeholders, and decided to find a way to bring the entire ecosystem of software industry in Kenya into one platform. We have a lot of experience in other sectors, including agriculture and many others, but we've never had a convening arrangement for the stakeholders in the software and AI. And they decided that we need to put up such a platform. And they had conversations on where to locate it. And during that time is when we had the great success of Kenya in Tokyo. And our colleagues looked and said, it is possible for Kenya to be ranked the way we are being ranked in athletics, be ranked in the area of software and AI and technology. And we thought one of the best models is to choose a location from Eldoret and learn from our friends, the champion himself, the man who believes no man is limited, Eliud Kipchoge, and the many other great champions from this region. And we selected Eldoret and Moi University as our place for the annual Software and AI Summit. Your Excellency, today we have one of our colleagues who will make a presentation just to shape the context of this AI Summit. We have a gentleman called Kunal from Mackenzie. I will invite him to do a brief presentation to put what we are here for in context so that you can see. Welcome, Kunal.
Shall I use this mic? Your Excellency, Prime Cabinet Secretary, CS Ministry of ICT, PS Tanui, Governor Uasin Gishu, members of parliament, all other PSs, all distinguished guests, what an event. I am honored to be in front of you, not too far from my hometown of Nakuru, to talk to you about what do we see, what is it happening globally in the software and AI space, and how do we bring it down to Kenya. When I was asked to make this presentation, they asked me to come and answer one question. What are the global trends and opportunities in the space of software development and AI? And I thought, what better way to answer a question than to raise 3 new questions? The first question for me, that I'd like you guys to think about for the rest of this 3 days, is the trends and the momentum that I will share just now. What implication does it have for Kenya? Number 2, what is it that Kenya needs to be able to capitalize on the great momentum that's happening elsewhere? And finally, what is it that Kenya can do to be able to capture and create new opportunities and drive economic growth through this sector? So with that, I'll get started. See this working? Someone help me? Great. So, the global space of AI, it is growing. We project that it is going to get to about $2 trillion by 2030, or just beyond 2029. And this is driven by some big shifts that we'll see now, right? So already a fast-growing sector, but expected to grow much further. What we don't see on this slide of how far the software sector is going to grow is what is the impact on jobs. So globally, millions of individuals are involved in high-quality jobs working on software development, deployment, and other use cases around the software sector, mostly in countries like India, the US, Europe, Asia. How do we bring that to Kenya? What we also see in this space is that there's several trends which are happening and are affecting the global sector of software globally, right? So I'll take you through them, spending more time on the first one, which is that we're seeing next generation software being developed using tools that we haven't seen before, right? And this is where the use of AI is coming strongly into the software development lifecycle, right from starting to develop the software, write the code, to test the code, and to deploy the software, right? I'll talk about the implications of that in just a second, but to us, we see that as significantly, one, allowing a lot more people to enter the space of developing software, and improving the accessibility of software to a lot more enterprises. Today, most of the software consumption or demand, 60% of it comes from larger enterprises globally, but we see the rise of next-gen software, cheaper software being deployed, more tailored software being deployed to improve the accessibility of software to a lot more smaller and medium-sized businesses. The other 3 trends on this screen are, there's a growth in vertical software as a service. This is a way of deploying software that is tailored to specific use cases. So you're no longer just creating and developing a software that is generic, but you're making it more tailored for specific use cases that are used in industry. We also see a lot of cloud native architecture coming through. What this means is that people are no longer hosting their software on their own premises. They are deploying them on the cloud, as we see, and we'll probably hear about a lot over the coming days. Cloud will enable you to roll out your software in a scalable way, in a secure way, and if done correctly, then in a cost-efficient way as well. There is a transition towards a subscription-based software. This means there's no upfront heavy capex that we're seeing in this space, and folks are tending towards paying or charging for their software as a subscription, which reduces the initial cost for adopters, making it more accessible to even more companies. And finally, last but not the least, there's an evolving cybersecurity landscape, a lot more cybersecurity risk coming live, but also a lot more new and efficient ways to tackle cybersecurity coming to play, right? So there's a lot of this trends which are happening within this space, I want to focus on the first one, and how does it matter to what we're doing? So before I get into it, I sort of briefly touched into it. What is next-gen software development? This is where you're using AI-powered tools and technologies across the software development's lifecycle. So whether it is starting from code generation to code testing to code deployment, we see different tools that are automating this process, that are making it more efficient and more productive and more effective, coming through, starting from tools such as low and no-code platforms. So platforms such as Lovable enable a non-engineer, a non-technical person like myself to go out and develop software. AI-generated code, this allows some of the big organizations to start raw coding using AI tools. We've had companies like Salesforce, like Microsoft, develop up to 30% of their code using AI. You're also seeing AI-based testing, as I've already spoken about, code review, and so on. This is not just an idea. This is happening, right? So the big companies globally which have already started deploying AI and Gen AI into their software ecosystem, whether it's Goldman Sachs, which generates code using Gen AI, it's Citibank, which is using AI in software to improve the performance. Netflix is also applying machine learning models in the software delivery process. Salesforce, as I already spoke about, up to 30% of Salesforce's code is written using AI. So this is real and it's happening, right? What's the implication of this? The next slide. Thank you. What is the implication of this? To us, we're very excited about this development. We see AI being probably one of the biggest use cases of AI is likely going to be in the software development and deployment space, right? So that really gives us an opportunity to start to deploy it over here and scale it within the country. The first thing that we're seeing is that, as an implication, is that there's going to be a change in the talent landscape. Globally, there are new job postings that are coming in the next-gen software development space. We're seeing new job listings up to 800,000 per annum. That's the number that new job postings are within this space. The new skills which are coming live and that would be expected, including architecture design, problem solving. These are the skills that are coming through rather than just focusing on being able to generate code on its own. And the new talent areas that are coming through, such as DevOps, product engineering, continuous integration, cloud computing. So a shifting talent landscape. The second one, there's going to be a wider application and adoption of software. I sort of touched on this a little bit, but now you can develop more adaptable software, more tailored software that addresses the specific needs of individual companies and with next-gen software. And when that is happening, you're able to achieve wider deployment, tailored solutions that more and more companies adopt. So you start to drive real digital transformation across companies, and more companies start to get digitalized, driving more productivity and economic efficiency. Finally, and obviously this goes without a given, there's going to be a greater focus on compliance and trust. There's lots of growing concerns on legal, security risks of software generation tools. And there's going to be, you already see in Europe, stricter data governance, audits, and risk control measures are coming in place. And we start to see that to become a norm. And compliance to those measures will allow us to be able to deploy and develop software locally to serve the world. So I sort of started by saying, you know, what are three new questions that can come to mind as we talk about this, the trends and the implications, right? One was, what's the impact of this implication on Kenya? I've given you some implications. Let's start to think about that. The second one was, what is it that Kenya needs to be able to make most of this growing momentum that we see? I'll start off by giving us one more, please. I'll start off by giving us a very brief overview of how the software market looks like in Africa and where Kenya can play or position itself. So Africa's software demand or software market is about $8 billion, okay? A lot of this is concentrated in application software, enterprise software, productivity and system infrastructure software, to sort of spread out across these 4 areas. And you see, obviously, some of the largest global names playing and operating in this space, deploying the software in this space, including Microsoft, Oracle, SAP, Cisco. All of these companies are deploying their softwares across the different areas on the screen. What we're not seeing a lot of is there isn't a lot of local development of software that is tailored to local needs, right? The second thing to take note of is that most of the demand for software in Africa is concentrated in the 4 to 5 big hotspots. Obviously, Kenya is one of them. These are countries which have sufficient or large-sized economies and tech-savvy populations which are adopting the software. The sectors where we're seeing most demand is coming in, obviously, governments are driving software adoption. They're probably one of the biggest or the largest consumers of software on the continent, followed by financial services sector, which is obviously regulated and has to be efficient in delivering its services to the customers, very critical sector, and then communications and media, which includes telco, being sort of the 3rd largest consumer or driver of demand of software on the continent. I will go into, if you can go to the next page. Sorry, one more. One more. Sorry. There you go. Great. Okay. So we looked at all of the countries which have developed and grown their software sector. What is it that they were able to do? And one of the biggest lessons that came forward is when you develop your digital talent, that is the biggest unlock that you can have to promote or grow your local software industry. So we started looking into what are some of the areas of digital talent that are more and more in focus at the moment. AI analytics is obviously one of the big ones. Traditional tech, this includes the traditional software engineering and product development, cloud, which is the next one, blockchain, design, cybersecurity. We see this as 6 of the upcoming areas of talent where the focus is globally in terms of talent. And we were able to sort of benchmark our neighbors and regional cities within the Middle East and Africa region on the next slide to show how sort of they compare across the top 3 sort of areas that we saw. So if you're to look at this slide, we have the different cities in this region in the Middle East and in Africa, including Dubai, Tel Aviv, Cairo, Johannesburg, Cape Town, and so on. And we compare across the 3 skills that we saw, which is AI, traditional tech, and cloud. How do these cities, how is the level of tech talent across the cities in comparison to each other? And what you see is that the cities which are driving a lot of this software development by having a strong base of talent, the top 6 cities in this region, including Dubai, Tel Aviv, Cairo, Joburg, Riyadh, and Cape Town. What stands out? I think, to me, when I think about these cities, is that they're a global hub to attract talent of different kinds, right? Cities like Dubai, Cape Town, Johannesburg to some degree as well, and what Riyadh is trying to do is that they're trying to attract tech talent into the city by providing very friendly sort of conditions, expat-friendly work conditions to global talent, which is able to come into the country and develop the local ecosystem of talent. At the same time, these cities have all invested in their education system, whether it's through the universities or the tech capability builders, to be able to build the local talent. So they're attracting foreign talent. At the same time, they're building local talent such that the foreign talent can catalyze the local system, and you start to have the scale to be able to serve global needs for software. So again, this is to the second question, is like, what is it that Kenya should start doing to be able to capitalize on this global momentum that we're seeing? Now, to the third question that I spoke about, what are some ideas of what Kenya could do? And that'll be the last slide for me from me today. The last one, please. Thank you. So we started to lay out what are some example areas where Kenya can start to carve a niche where it starts to build software not just for the local demand, but to serve regional and even global demand. The goal of this summit is to position Kenya as a global software center, right? It's a center of excellence that is producing global software for the world. We can start from things where we have, or areas where we have fundamental activity already ongoing, and we can start to test and explore and deploy the software locally and start to perfect this art to deploy it internationally. Obviously, number one being GovTech and developing digital public infrastructure. This is all the software and services which digitalize and take onto the cloud some of the software of some of the processes of the government. After that, we have financial services. Already we're leading on a lot of financial services activity with our locally grown software, whether it is mobile wallets, it's mobile credit, microcredit lending, savings. How do we start to develop these products and export them to the world? Healthcare software, whether it's for digital claims management, it's for patient management systems, clinic management. How do we develop local use cases that can then be exportable? Similarly, on agri-software, trade software, that is for retail and cybersecurity, these are areas where we have a lot of economic activity or significant need, and developing softwares in this spaces for Kenya can enable us to be one of the global leaders. So all I have from me today. Thank you very much, and I'm looking forward to an engaging set of discussions going forward.
Thank you very much, Kunal Lotia, for showcasing what it means, what globally the sector entails, what is possible in the African continent, and what Kenya can look at. And I believe, Your Excellency, this is very important information to the delegates who are here, because these are specialized delegates who are focused in software and AI. And Excellency Governor Dr. P, this presents what you have accepted to host for the next many years. He has talked about exports. So Eldoret will move, not just being the food basket of the country, but the platform for Kenya's tech exports. Your Excellency, I want a few people to come and take 2 minutes to just showcase what are we doing to capture this great potential. And I'll invite some of our partners, global partners and local players. I'll call them to come in front. Louis Axelson from UNESCO, representing Stephen Jackson, the UN coordinator. John Omo, the Secretary General, please come and have a seat. Also, I'll invite the Vice Chancellor, Acting Vice Chancellor, to come here. Yvette Sipi, please come here, and I'll start with giving to Louis Outson to just take 2, maximum 3 minutes to really tell us the context, because we are working with many global partners. Samuel Cheng, please join here from Huawei. We are working with many global partners on programs. We've attracted attention globally. Your Excellency, our CS receives delegations every week, probably one ambassador or 2, because the attention our country attracted is huge. And we appreciate the UN for the collaboration we have. We have several programs well-funded to enable us capture this space and make Kenya a real capital when it comes to software and AI. Welcome, Your Excellency, from UNESCO. 2 minutes.
Thank you very much, and good afternoon, everyone. As I have been given a very short timing, all protocols observed, let me go directly to what the UN is doing to promote digital transformation here in Kenya. Under the United Nations Cooperation Framework for 2022-2026, the UN family in Kenya works with government to advance 3 shared priorities: peace and people, prosperity and planet, partnership as an enabler. And digital transformation runs through all 3. It enhances education and health systems, supports sustainable livelihoods, enables climate solutions, and strengthens inclusion. It is also an important pathway for Kenya's aspiration to become an upper middle income economy by 2030. One strong example that I would like to share here is the DigiKen program, a joint UN and government initiative supported by the UN Joint SDG Fund, the European Union, and it is led by UNESCO, and that's why I'm here with you today, together with 3 other UN agencies, the UN Capital Development Fund, UN Women, and UNEP. Now, DigiKen is designed to make Kenya's digital economy more inclusive, sustainable, and rights-based. Through UN's leadership, the program ensures that the digital transformation journey is guided by international standards for digital policy, placing human rights and inclusion at its core. And let me just give you 3 examples of what we are doing. This program seeks to help 150 micro, small, and medium enterprises access finance to scale digital platform businesses. The program also works to train 20,000 government officials and civil servants to lead digital transformation responsibly and ethically within the various sectors. This focus on building public sector capacity for ethical and inclusive digital development is a core pillar of UN's work. And finally, we also support over 15 digital innovation hubs, and some are present with us here today, to strengthen digital skills, entrepreneurship, and media literacy, ensuring that women, youth, and vulnerable groups are not left behind. DigiKen is more than a product. It is a platform for transformation, an example of how the UN, government, and partners can work as one to turn innovation into inclusion. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Maybe just to pick one item which is very relevant to this event. To go to a bank today and you say you are developing a software and you need a loan, you will really face a very difficult challenge. But if you have land title and you want to build a house, you are likely to get a loan. This is one of the issues we are addressing with the support of UN, UNESCO, and the UN agencies she has mentioned under a program called DigiKen. So they have given us a funding to give to a bank so that they can pilot by lending to some young people, and the developers will be coming from this ecosystem to be funded and to showcase that funding software development is viable, just the way it is viable to fund somebody to build a building and to buy land or to develop other things or to do manufacturing. Your Excellency, I want to invite the Secretary General, African Telecommunication Union, John Omo.
Thank you, Engineer. Excellency, sir, riding on the protocols established, I work for the African Telecommunications Union. Our offices are in DRC, but Honorable Kabogo has kept us here temporarily for the last 26 years. We do hope that what is temporary may at some point become permanent. We are a specialized organ of the African Union because of the challenges west of the country. The government of Kenya has kept us here. I liked the last slide of the previous presenter. The one thing that is common and which then we got to focus on is that software must ride on infrastructure. There has to be an infrastructure over which it rides. Currently, Africa's internet access is 38%. The global average is 78%. And so we need to rev up our infrastructure as Africa to ensure that people have access to this pipe through which various systems run, be it software, be it cloud services, be it anything that we do in the ICT industry. And so our focus as the African Telecommunications Union is to work with governments to ensure that we have systems, we have policies and regulations that encourage access to ICT systems and services. The other issue that I'd like to talk about, again, based on the slide, is it's good that we have these systems, but without a robust policy and institutional framework that supports this growth, then we are backtracking. And so we also work with governments across the continent to ensure that our policy frameworks and regulations are conducive to software development. Again, based on my age, sometimes I feel I'm speaking to myself. We've got to involve young people in this dialogue because it's about them. We talk of them as our future, but we've got to get young people increasingly in ensuring that they are part of the policy dialogue that we have. And so in that regard, we're working with our governments to ensure that each and every year we have a digital challenge for the continent as Africa's premier ICT company in that regard, including, of course, startups, hubs, and finance. Lastly, from me, Excellency, is that talking to the young people, you get the feel that they have ideas. But somehow, their feeling is that we steal these ideas. And so I think there is merit in increasingly ensuring that our IP systems, both in terms of our understanding as a public and in terms of the young people, knowing that whatever they are producing can be protected. And so we are willing to partner with Moi University to ensure that it becomes a premier institution in this region for ensuring that we work with the young innovators in terms of protecting their IP rights. Thank you very much, sir, for listening to me.
Thank you very much, SG, and offering to work with us. This Chani is one of the conveners. This event is being hosted by Ministry of Information, Communication and Digital Economy and African Telecommunication Union, of course, with Moi University. Your Excellency, we also work with our technology partners, and we want also the perspective of our technology partners. Samuel Cheng, please come and make your remarks.
Your Excellency, PCS, Honorable Musania Mudavadi, Honorable William Kafogo, I hope I pronounced it well. CAS for ICD, and Your Excellency, Governor Dr. Jonathan B. So because of time issue, all protocols observed. Good afternoon. So on behalf of Huawei, the first thing I would like to say, Huawei is very proud to support this summit with the important mission of growing the software and AI ecosystem in Kenya, as well as discussing how software and AI can deliver greater economic growth, social development, and better public services. With Kenya's ambitious aim to expand broadband and digitize government services, the next step is to focus on two areas. Firstly, to develop local software and AI solutions, and then secondly, to apply it widely in Kenya. In the first area, to develop local software and AI, we have three options. To use international cloud providers, including definitely Huawei Cloud, use hybrid cloud solutions such as HCs, and build local data centers and cloud solutions. All three options are necessary for different users and different use cases. Many factors as relevant, including the business model, sensitivity of data being stored and used, and how critical the reliability of the services is. Huawei is already working with many leading enterprises and government agencies in Kenya on all three of those approaches. And we will continue to support these customers enhance their services with additional AI capabilities. This will require improved hardware, new platforms, and new software solutions. This will also require new partners models and new business models. This in return will depend on who is using AI. This brings me to the second area. For AI to have the impact on this country, it must be widely adapted and used. Industry users need to take AI seriously and integrate it into these businesses to enhance efficiency and develop new solutions. So let us use this summit to bring software companies together with industry, identify where the best opportunities are to use AI and start implement it. As we implement it, then we can learn and adapt. We can't wait. I believe Kenya has a lot of potential with leading business as well as developers. Huawei is committed to developing local talent and supporting local youth startups and software partners. We have over 60 academic partners in Kenya, like Moi University, are hosts for this summit, who are also critical in the AI ecosystem. We can provide a cutting-edge AI hardware and platform, like Pangu models, to support you in developing and using AI. As we do this, we must continue to build our digital superhighway so that everyone can get broadband access and thus benefit from AI. We must ensure AI is available to as many people and businesses as possible, no matter where they are in the country. So I want to assure you of Huawei's support and call upon all of us to collaborate to urgently implement AI in industries, academia, and government. Thank you. Asante sana.
Thank you. Yesterday morning, we had a breakfast with about 10 companies who are part of the delegations who are here from Singapore, Malaysia, South Africa, and China. And there is great potential for our Kenyan enterprises to connect with the global players so that we can accelerate our efforts towards capturing this great opportunity. And we are very also happy that there are Kenyan enterprises who are already making impact, showcasing the possibility that Kenya indeed can start exporting technology in addition to what we export in agriculture and other areas. I want to invite one of the founders of eCitizen, as we know it, to just share some of his experiences and what many young people in our country needs to do to take so that we have new products and new exports for our country. Welcome, Evid Sipi.
Thank you, PS. PCS, CS, and Governor, and all protocols observed. Barry Asubui. I just want to say hello because I'm going to not follow a bit of protocol. I shall dissuade from the more technical conversation. Reason is that, there's always a saying that people in the kitchen tell you there's good food, but they don't tell you how they cook it. They don't tell you how many times they got burnt. They don't tell you how many times they cried. They don't tell you how many times they appeared on a newspaper on an article saying that they have 9 billion and they didn't even have a shilling in their pocket. So if you give me 5 minutes, PCS, please, I would like to go through the journey that me and the team have gone through. And a big part of our thought process is that you can't build a great government without a great private sector backing you up. And the diagram on the board there, it shows a bombing, which is not the best way to start any presentation, but that is Hiroshima and Nagasaki. There's an issue that happened in World War II, and where the Allied forces, which was Britain, America, and all the Allied forces in this particular case were fighting unknown enemies. And the big thing that happened is that they had the only thing that could determine whether a war is won was only if they could develop technology faster than the rest of the people. So what happened is that for the companies that already existed in these places, General Electric, DuPont, and Westinghouse, they then had to go in and literally develop whether it's the nuclear reactors and the things that currently form everything in place. Those companies, as Renez are told, you never see them getting the awards that they stopped World War II. in any particular way. So I really want to take the step and say that private sector has a big push in this particular case. One thing that you notice is that this doesn't happen only in Kenya or in World War II. Currently, when they're talking about Pfizer, SpaceX, and all these other companies around the world, there's a private sector that keeps government going in ways that is impossible in all these particular countries. And it's local private sectors in those particular spaces is because when I say local is, we have partners who are international, but when you develop local content to a certain extent, it changes the way your own citizen look at the ecosystem. Because I have a father, I have a mother. Unfortunately, it is true. Technology generally is a young man's game. And if you're as young as me, you've had your father tell you, "Ebu nibekee kitu kwa simu," there's something I can't press here. And since it's a young man's game, developing this next place is, the next space in technology is going to be our role, and our generation is going to carry this forward with the assistance of government. So I'm going to deal with three things. Number one, how do you succeed in that particular space? And how do you go through this success without necessarily losing yourself and losing your values as part of that journey? So I talked to the team in the day, and they told me, look, success has two things. Number one, luck. Now, luck is for instance, if I'm lucky to meet PCS, and PCS decides to hold my hand to do something, that is luck in general. Number two is agency. And I'm happy that our very own champion is in the room, and I usually take heed to things that he says, in that I might not be a runner, I might not be running a marathon, but even when you're doing software, as a thing, you are also running one or another. And I'm going to draw parallels to that. And whether it's the years that you didn't know that Eliud, I want to recognize him in the house, the years that I'm sure nobody knew your name. Now the whole world raves your name. And how does it move from not knowing your name to somebody knowing your name? Same things, and I draw parallel to our own stories, that you have to have 5 things, and this is to the young people being in the university and the formula next things. Number one is the action, to be able to perform, to go out. Number 2 is the adaptation, being able to change at every single way. A journey like ours is where government changes and you have to realign in government whenever it changes. It's a huge journey that we've had to go through. Determination and the move. Then eventually I will show you how you then in software get to the point that you run in under 2 hours. And give Eliud a clap, please. So now I'm going to go into the software journey. So I'll skip a few slides. So we run a company called Electronic Citizen Solution. It's a consortium. The consortium of 3 unique companies built in Kenya. Number 1, you have a service company called Webmasters. Number 2, you have PesaFlow, which is your payment service provider. And then you have Olive, which is a data management company in so many ways. Now, in 2008, most of us were in our 20s. In 2008, I was actually 19 years old, if I'm and that's why I'm saying it's a young man's game. In 2008, a lot of us were working out of cyber cafes. Most of the internet wasn't here. It was mostly dial-up, and you had to go to internet rooms to be able to get software. Believe it or not, the first version of eCitizen was built in a cyber cafe in town. And that's a story for another day if you want a bit more detail in that way. In 2008, we built services that could interact with government in a particular way. At the Ministry of Finance, we had a need to list all the registries that services are offered in this particular country. Now, these registries included whether if you want to go to Ministry of Lands to be able to get your title deed, there are things that you needed to do and items you need to pay. We used to call that system e-registry. Now, e-registry was just a glossary of how services are built in the country. That was never anywhere that you could actually go online. But we were the first company to actually implement e-registry in this particular case. And e-registry is what then drove into ECS. There was a small contract at the Ministry of Finance. I usually say some of our founders are crazy because they went there and they actually pitched like, we're the best company in the world, but you're like 3 people in your dorm room. And most of the time, most of our startups are 3 people in a small room trying to get things to work. And at that particular point, government then decided that we have to push we have to push through and get services. Now, fast forward to 2013, 2014. In 2013, 2014, at the end of 2013, the then former His Excellency President Uhuru gave a declaration that we want to go through a digital journey. Now, when he gave this particular declaration, the government didn't necessarily know how. How do you actually get services from where they are and where they need to go to? Hence, he formed a cabinet committee. And this cabinet committee, a big part of it was how do we get our services online? And that's the first time that in 2013 that you heard of iTax and the other systems that are currently being used in government go online to a certain extent. So in 2013, in 2014, a committee was formed. And we had then the deputy president, who's currently His Excellency, hosting us as a whole team, including all private sector. KCB was there, Safaricom was in the room, ourselves as well was also in the room. And a big part of that particular journey was they asked, how do we digitize services? And so we were given time to come back and present solutions to a various majority. At that particular time, some of the founders were in the room, and what they did is KCB did present, Safaricom did present, a lot of the teams in the room did present. But it was about 7 people who you're seeing on your screen right now who had the inkling of a solution. And the inkling of a solution came from the fact that a few years ago, World Bank set out a tender. And they said, who can be able to get permits and driver's license and all these things and to be able to be processed within government without papers being there. And World Bank had what we call an ease of doing business arrangement with the government, where they wanted to rank all countries against the ease of doing business. So what they did is that World Bank had actually given us a contract, and that contract was to be able to digitize various places. Now, Waswahili wanasema penye miti hapana wajenzi. So the first countries that we did is you are sent to Lesotho to go and do a digitization, you're sent to another country to go do a digitization, while back home, there's nothing that you've been able to do. But luckily in 2014, when Cabinet decided and His Excellency specifically hosted this forum, he let all these companies present. Now, because we had this past, and this is where action comes into play, our agency was that even if they're bigger companies, they would only be able to solve one problem. They can solve payments. Payments is not how you give services to citizens. Payments is the tail end of how a service gives. So on that particular journey, we told the team in the room that we have a solution to provide the service. We shall integrate into payments either way. And we're a very service-driven company in the way that we are structured and the way that we move along. So up there you can see the handsome faces. They were not this clean when we started out. Unilever has been applied, so this is a big part of them. And this team have spent a lot of time making sure that the system keeps running. Now, I'll fast forward to 2015 when services went live. Services went live and we only had 10 services on the portal. Nothing was ever going, and it was a pilot. So government only gave us a pilot for 10 services. Nothing else was to be onboarded. We were supposed to do 10 services. After 10 services, we were supposed to redetermine the position and where this is supposed to go. So at the end of 2014 towards 2015, all of a sudden, all ministries wanted their services online. And that was a big push in the way. And I remember there was a meeting that was held in the Deputy President's office at the time, and somebody in the room asked, what happens if all our services go online and this thing goes down? And the Deputy President looked at us and said, Vijana, si mutatengeneza? And there's something about that. That is where luck, I usually say, plays into play. You have teams that are working, and sometimes they might not get it right the first time. And most young people don't get it timed around. We've had over 15 years doing this, and we did not get it right the first time. But over the years, things have changed. And we've celebrated birthdays, we've been honored by specific things. At this particular point, especially in 2017, things got a bit rough. Government refused to push the pilot out and to get it done. But we kept supporting the service. I can tell you that at the time we started, we became 48 people in the office. By the time we were getting to 2018, we were back to the 7 original people in the office. There's a reason why I'm saying is that sometimes the things that make things work was not because there was money at the end of the tail, but there's a bunch of people who decided to keep everything into play. And my conversation is to the young people that a push to be able to make things work starts with you. And a big part of how government has made us do this is we are happy that now at 22,000 services later, we've been able to push forward and get these services into every single person's pocket. Thank you very much for the time, yes. And apologies for taking too much time.
I'm sure that story is quite exciting, especially for our innovators who wants to walk a similar journey. This is a great journey, but it's taken them 14 years to be where they are. So I didn't want to stop him, but since they are here, if you're interested, they will have a session, a fireside place that you can go and listen to the whole story. And that is the journey we want our young people to follow. All this we are starting here at Moi University, and that kitchen, which has been talked, is starting here at Moi University. The Vice Chancellor, in 1 minute, how are you going to handle this and to take us to the next level in the journey of growing the software industry in our country? Karibu, Vice Chancellor.
Thank you very much. Let me recognize the chief guest, the Prime Cabinet Secretary, the Cabinet Secretary for the ICT, and writing of all the protocols that have been established. Allow me just to make a few observations. The first one, of course, is to welcome you all to Moi University. We are happy to host the inaugural AI and Software Summit. And as you all know, Moi University has been around for quite some time, from 1984. And we, as a university, was established on a philosophy of science, technology, and development. And we have continued to grow as a leading institution in research, innovation, training in technology. So for us, hosting this summit is a reflection of our commitment to work with the Ministry of ICT and Digital Economy, and also our partners to advance Kenya's digital transformation through research, innovation, and collaboration. And we want to thank the ministry for choosing Moi University as a venue for this important event, recognizing our role as a center of technology and academic excellence. For us, the summit is a beginning of a strong partnership between Moi University and the Ministry of ICT, and it's our shared vision that AI Summit becomes an annual event that brings together innovators, policymakers, scholars to address the country's development needs through technology. During this summit, to ensure that we progress with this, we are planning to sign a number of MOAs and MOUs with strategic partners to ensure that we strengthen our research, innovation, and digital skills development. So these partnerships will deepen the collaboration between academia and industry and enhance Kenya's digital capacity. We also plan to establish a center of IA and IoT that will actually be working with members of the private sector to ensure that we work together to promote digital research and enterprise. For the purposes of planning for this event in the coming days, we intend to establish a joint committee with the various players so that we can start planning for the next summit as soon as this one is done. As you all are aware, and having looked around, you can actually see that this university is strategically located to host conferences or major conferences. And to enhance this, one of our small requests we've made to the permanent, Your Excellency, is to seek for government support to establish a modern conference and convention center within this particular enterprise, so that then we'll be able to utilize the same also for the training. We have a school of tourism, hospitality, and events management that will be taking care of the services. I am sure you will sample some of their products today, and I trust that that will persuade you that this is the right place. The School of Business and Economics, of course, will ensure that we use the best business model to ensure that we succeed. We are also planning to establish in partnership with the ministry, Achitume Digital Hub, here at the main here at the Annex campus, also at the Annex campus, so that we can actually allow the young people to continue in this exploratory route. So as I conclude, as Moi University, we look forward to act as a catalyst for innovation, a center of digital excellence, and as a key partner in Kenya's development agenda. Together with the Ministry, Concert Technopolis, and our other partners, we are committed to making this summit an enduring platform for collaboration and growth. We extend our gratitude to the government, the Ministry of Information, Communication and Digital Economy, Concert Technopolis, our partners, and all those who have come here for your continued support. Thank you, and once again, you are welcome to Moi University for this event, and you are welcome to Moi University for the next event coming about the same time next year. See you next year. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Let's clap for these panelists as they exit. Asanteni sana, we can exit the stage. Your Excellency, this has laid the foundation of the conversations which will take place for the next 3 days here. And due to public demand, I'll invite our champion, Eliud Kipchoge, to share some of secrets. What does it take to make a champion? We want to see champions in this sector the way we have champions in our sports sector. Karibu.
Prime Cabinet Secretary, CS, PS President, Wasingishu leadership led by the Kafena, area MP, all protocols observed. Good afternoon. As a proud resident of Eldoret, I welcome you to our city, the home of champions. The AI and Software Summit could not have come at a better time. The world once knew a world of predicted positions, fixed playbooks, and clear finish lines no longer exists. All great races of our time in business, in government, technology, and sport are changing. The question today is not who can run the fastest, but who can adapt the fastest. Let me speak from the world I know best. That's the sport. Every part of it is feeling the heat. At the Tokyo Olympics in 2021, where I ran the marathon, was moved to Sapporo because Tokyo was too hot to host it. And I can tell you, it was truly hot. At the Paris Olympics in 2024, temperatures were even higher. For the first time in my career, I did not finish. It was a humbling reminder that even the strongest preparation can be tested by the power of a changing planet. Across the world, the story is the same. Footballers now stop mid-match for cooling breaks. Tennis players wait for the courts to cool. The marathons begin at 4 in the morning to escape dangerous heat. By 2050, 1 in 4 cities may be too hot to safely host the endurance events. Closer home, our training grounds in 10 here in Eldoret and in Kaptagat are getting warmer every year. If there is one field where innovation and technology are urgently needed, it's sport, and even more so, sport in Africa and here in Kenya. Climate change is no longer a distant threat. It's a daily opponent. It affects how we train, how we recover, how we compete. If we do not adapt, we risk losing not just the medals, but the joy, fairness, and unity that sports brings to the world. That's why software and artificial intelligence have become essential to sports survival. AI and data are already rewriting the playbook. They monitor heart rate, temperature, hydration, and fatigue, and signal when recovery is needed. Smart sensors track weather and air quality, helping organizers plan safer starting times and prevent heat stress. Data platforms manage energy to use in stadiums and transport, reducing emissions from major events. Performance analytics guide training while preventing injury, and predictive tools monitor health and nutrition to keep athletes performing safely. This is not the future. It's happening now. Teams that master Theta already win more, travel smarter, and recover faster. Technology will not replace discipline. It will refine it. It turns effort into insight, preparation into precision, and potential into performance. For Kenya and Africa, embrace this change is not optional. It's how we protect our legacy as sporting nations and how we stay competitive in a fast-changing world. Africa cannot stand on sidelines. We must lead this transformation. By 2030, 42% of world's youth will live on this continent. We are expected to create over 230 million digital jobs within the next decade. The global sports technology market, valued at $17 billion today, will be more than double by 2035. And Africa will be the youngest, angriest market in it. Here in Kenya, the government has already recognized this opportunity. Through the Ministry of Youth Affairs, Sports and Digital Economy, bold steps are being taken to integrate innovation into every sector, from digital skills to green tech-enabled sports infrastructure. But for potential alone does not equal progress. We must turn talent into systems and systems into opportunity. If you connect Africa's athletic strength with the digital innovation, if you combine the mindset of runners with the skill set for coders, we can build one of the sustainable and inclusive industries in the world. This is not just about sport. It's about jobs, dignity, and the future of Africa innovation. Now let me speak to you directly, especially the young people in this room. This is your race to run, and how we prepare will shape the future of our country. First, please master one digital skill, just one. It could be coding, design, or data, but choose one thing and get really good at it. In running, we repeat the same stride until it becomes natural, and the same applies to learning. You don't need to know everything. You need to master something. Secondly is solve the real problems. Don't wait for the perfect opportunity. Look around you. Maybe it's how we deal with heat, waste, or mobility. Innovation begins with the problems you can see. Enjoy big solutions, start at small, with someone saying, let me fix this. Thirdly is track your progress. As athletes, we record every run. We look at best time and recovery. You should do the same with your ideas. Note what works and what doesn't, because what you measure, you can improve. And remember, your ideas are valuable. Protect them and hone them. Fourthly, build your communities of learning. No one trains alone. Champions work in teams. They push and support each other. The same is true in tech and innovation. Find your squad, people who challenge you, share ideas, grow together. Teamwork turns effort into excellence. The fifth one is lead with integrity. Technology should serve people, not other way around. Build things that make life better, tools that empower, not exploit. In the age of AI, ethics is your biggest advantage, because success without integrity is just speed without direction. For policymakers and industry, that's to our leaders, educators, and investors. Preparation needs systems, and systems needs leadership. We must start by bringing digital and climate literacy into every school. The world has changed, and our classrooms must change with it. Our children should learn how to use technology, not just to consume, but to create. We need to open up data safely so innovators can build new solutions. When information is locked away, ideas suffocate. But when data is shared responsibly, it sparks creativity and collaboration. We must invest in green sports facilities, solar-powered stadiums, modern recovery labs, and tech-enabled training centers. These are not luxuries. They are new foundations of excellence. Let us also support pilot projects not only big programs. The small experiments done in schools, counties, and startups often become the breakthroughs that change everything. And finally, let us build regional partnerships so Africa becomes the world's testing ground for sustainable sport and innovation. When we combine vision with action, preparation becomes progress. The private sector, government, and youth all have a lane to run in. But it's only when we move together that we finish strong. Together, let us use the power of innovation to shape future where sport, technology, and humanity move in the same direction. As I prepare for my 7 continents tour, I see it not just as a sporting challenge, but as a global message that in every climate, on every continent, sport can inspire change. This journey is about connection, adaptation, and unity, showing that even as the world changes, the human spirit endures. And I hope it reminds us all that Africa is not running behind. Africa is setting the pace. I look forward for seeing some great discussions and great innovations that will transform our country and the world. I thank you.
Thank you so much. If you had doubts why we chose Eldoret as the destination, what better advice can you get in the tech space? You don't have to know everything. Just choose one skill, master it, practice it, until it comes out naturally. That's the words of Eliud Kipchoge. And to our startups, the young people forming business, one advice I would give you, as you select your board, get a champion, a sports person to be part of your board. Get a retired military service person who has served in our disciplined forces. You could be creating a potential that will have enterprises like Huawei, like Microsoft, originating from here in Eldoret. My last 2 assignments, one is to introduce my colleagues, PSS. First, my colleagues from public sector, please, you can all stand up, except my colleague PSS from Ministry of ICT, CONSA. Please stand up, all of you. Yes, this is the team that has worked hard to make this happen. Asanteni sana, ICT Authority, Citizen Services, CONSA, the board, and all of you, thank you so much. My colleague PSS, we will be having a session later this afternoon where we'll share some of our actions at the policy level. PS Broadcasting and Telecommunication, PS Isaboke, please stand up and wave to the crowd, they can see you. PS Peliokip Sang, the person driving the e-citizen services, the PS e-citizen and immigration services. My last assignment is to invite the area member of our PS Research, Science and Innovation, Professor Abdullah Razak Shaukat, the man who will lead this and helping us to lift Kenya from ranking of under 100 in Innovation Index to be top 100. Asante sana PS. Now it's my honor to invite the area member of parliament, CPA Ruto, and thereafter invite His Excellency Dr. Jonathan B., and he will take up from there. Karibu sana.
Thank you so much. PS Tanui, the Prime Cabinet Secretary, Honorable Musalia Mudavadi, our Cabinet Secretary, ICT, Digital Economy and Communication, Kaboko, not Kafoko, it's Kaboko. Somebody was struggling to pick it well. Our Governor for Uasin Gishu, Your Excellency Jonathan B., the Chairman, Council Moi University, and the Chancellor. Allow me to say, and all protocols as stated earlier as observed. Mine is very brief, of course, from my point. I'm still a student of ICT and AI. Looking forward that on my profession, that is in Parliament, AI, I want to see the solutions that will be bringing about our legislative work. But mine is to stand here and to express my and profound gratitude to you yourself, PCS, and to the ministry for considering hosting this event, the first one in this country, in this city of Eldoret, and more so in my constituency, Kasese constituency, because more universities in Kasese, and we are happy as a constituency hosting this great learning institution that is giving us an opportunity to play a space in the current national and international discussion of the digital world. I was very excited when I was informed that this event will take place here, and I did purpose that I will ensure I'm here so that together we can receive it as we inaugurate it for the first time. And I'm happy PCS, the discussion here, that will be an annual event. And the place to host it will be none other than the second university in the Republic of Kenya, Moi University. Yesterday evening we were here in the dinner, and somebody was making a joke that of all the universities in Kenya, the first university which was started naturally, beginning from scratch is Moi University. And then I was asking, what about what we've been told the other universities? I was told the other ones came in as a constituent colleges. So we are very proud that also the first university which was started naturally here is hosting a great debate that cuts across beyond the national boundaries, but in the whole world, the digital space. From the point of view of Parliament, we are keen to this one, and I'm sure you've been following the legislative intervention that we have been doing. Many sectors have come up with their legislative proposal, and we've picked it well and engaged widely so that we can put proper framework that can allow operationalization of these particular ideas. Of recently is the digital health bills that we went through it, and the president has ascended to, and I'm happy today, under the transformation in health sector, digital health bill or act is playing a critical role in connecting the bioinformation that are required to speed up and cost effective in that sector. Same with education, same with transport, same with every other sector. Any other bill that is going to come across, we are ready to do it. Allow me, PCS, to just mention by the way, but not dive into detail, the recent law that was enacted, the computer misuse and cybercrime. This is one of the interventions that we are doing, that after looking at all these beautiful discussions that are coming up here, we are all aware that everything that is good has got also challenges on the other side. In school, you are learning the advantages and the disadvantages. And we should not allow the demerits to outweigh the merits. And for that purpose, we must create a framework to protect. And as a parliament, with a proposal came in, we've been looking at how this digital space has played critical role in transforming our livelihood and strengthening our ecosystem, our social life. But again, we've looked at on the other side, the negatives that has come with it, where other people, Eliot has said, success without direction without integrity is like, you said you call it innovation or what, without integrity, is like success without a direction. And that's what we are trying to shape together. So recently we passed a law that is going to protect people who want to misuse this space for their own gain. Some of them are driven by political agendas. Some of them are driven by personal vendettas. And we've seen what has been happening. And that is why, as Parliament, we enacted a law that is going to protect against the misuse of the space in terms of spreading falsehood information, spreading negative cult teachings in our religions. Of course, we've seen what has been happening, or protecting our young people against the exposure of issues to do with pornography or misuse of that space, what Basay. We've seen cases, the issue of swim swapping, phishing of data. All those put together are the negatives that have come together with the successes, and that is why that law has to be put in place. And that is why I need to call upon all of us as a country, Kenya, that we must rise together and protect this space, because it is the only space that is giving us opportunity for our young people. Listening to the story of eCitizen, many people today are inspired. Listening to the story of Eliud Kipchoge, most of us are inspired to believe in our small beginning. And we have to ensure that that path you are choosing will have to go successfully and ensure it comes out with the results, and it will go higher. As the Bible tells us, talents can lift one, those who are young or those who are down, to sit with the kings in the same table. And I think that is the direction we are going. So we must rise together and embrace and stop being perennial rejectionists, because nowadays we have developed a culture of perennial rejectionists. We reject everything. We are almost rejecting our own selves, even our own names. Anything that is good, we are busybodies that are there litigating against, rejecting, propagating negativity. let's as a country always embrace and look at all round everything that is coming. Let us study it, analyze it. The beauty of our constitution has brought about the public participation. During every establishment, there is a process of citizen engagement. Let us participate. So that where some areas, in your view, you see that should be corrected, let us correct it and we move forward. Otherwise, so that I don't say much, lastly, PS, Muswahili husema mgeni ndio mwenyeji apone. You are aware that among the institutions in Kenya, we've been going through a lot of challenges, especially the higher institutions, universities. But for Moi, we were stricken hard by the famine. But we are happy today we are here. When this conference was coming, I was asking PS, are you sure that you have confidence to be here? I said, yes, I'm an alumni of Moi University, and I'm very confident that this conference will take place. I'm happy that it's happening today. PS, there are some few challenges that we are calling upon, especially at your position as cabinet. When you're discussing issues to do with reorganizing our learning institutions. Moi University came through some challenges, not because they were not perceived per se, but because they are to play a critical role in ensuring that the government of Kenya enhances access to higher learning by establishing colleges, by nurturing and mentoring colleges that are now fully fledged universities. In that, they spend a lot to it, and of course, we are happy that the nation is able now to transit our young learners from secondary school to several universities in place. With that, we are calling upon something small from your hand to reorganize, just replenish what we spend so that we are able to we steer well in our dimension. I know we have a new council here, and I want to thank our chairman. He has come in at the right time, and he's very steady. Yesterday, we were saying, Chombo ki Imara. We want our Chombo to remain Imara. So PCS, we are not asking much. I know you have a lot of asking from the other institution, but for Moi University, it's very unique because I appreciate you come from Western. We have Masinde Muliro, we have Maseno, we have Kabianga, we have Masai Mara, we have University of Eldoret, we have Karatina, and many other universities. All of these were mentored by Moi University, and they are doing excellent job for our country. Let's calm down a little bit and provide a solution to the few challenges they are going through so that our staff can have their enjoyment. We know we have some of them who want to go for retirement. They are going through some challenges because of the pension issues. We want them to go home when they are happy. We want those who are young who have been employed to remain working, they be energetic, and so that we can move together as a nation. Let me not say much today. Yes, I see leo ni ICT. Tutasema na tuko na machache ya ICT. With that much I've said, allow me now to give this platform to Excellency, the Governor for Uasin Gishu, Jonathan B. Please come over, say something, so that you can invite the CS. Thank you so much, and I'm sure he's one of the proud people today, the city of champions. The town is opening up. Ama namna gani? Thank you so much, and I'm sure, Governor, you are considering working with university to give us conference facilities so that we will be hosting mega projects like this one. Thank you so much.
Give our Honorable a better hand, Tabadali. Thank you very much. Our Prime Cabinet Secretary, Honorable Musalia Mudavadi, our CS, ICT and Digital Economy, ICT, Mheshimiwa Kabogo, also one-time Governor, Excellency, let me add Excellency, so that you remember those days. The ICT Principal Secretary, Engineer Tanui, other PSS, ICT agencies, our partners, Moi University leadership, our athletes, students, exhibitors, distinguished guests. Good afternoon. Let me say Chamge. You just reply Chamge. It has nothing to do with the software. Chamge? Very good. It is an honor to welcome you all to Uasin Gishu, the County of Champions, for the inaugural Kenya Software AI Summit. And you realize the name champion is not just a title, we mean it, because from the speech of our brother, the champion himself, you realize there is some substance in it. It is the real champion. Can we give a hand to Kipchoge? This is a proud and historic moment for our county and for our country. Artificial intelligence and robotics are now the reality of today. They are transforming how we live, how we work, how we farm, and how we govern. Here in Uasin Gishu, AI feels familiar. Being farmers county, we have a long practice, or we have since practiced another AI, which is not yours. It is not this one, AI, artificial insemination. It is still AI. Now we have this AI, which is coming up again. It's very sophisticated. And so when we talk about AI, or artificial intelligence, at this summit, it connects naturally with our farmers, who are ready to adopt the solutions in farming and animal rearing. As we reflect on this connection between tradition and technology, this summit marks the beginning of our journey to nurture software champions from County of Champions, young innovators who will lead and be in charge of shaping intelligent solutions through artificial and also synthetic intelligence. To make this a reality, through our integrated, we are enhancing service delivery and also expanding counties' revenue base through Sisipo Pay, while creating new opportunities for our people by leveraging artificial intelligence and the data to understand that our residents want and how we can serve them better. But beyond systems and policies, we are already putting technology to work. Our farmers are using drones to spray crops, monitor soil health, and apply fertilizers with precision. Similarly, institutions in our city of champions, such as Eldo Hub, continue to nurture young innovators, developing real solutions for our real challenges. Recently, they were awarded the best innovation hub in Africa. Can we clap to our small innovation here? As we take pride in such achievements, I recall listening recently to former US presidential candidate, Senator Bernie Sanders, in an interview where he warned that AI will replace up to 100 million jobs worldwide. I understand this concern, but I respectfully disagree with his conclusion. AI should not replace people. It should empower people. It should not take away work. It should make us work smarter, faster, and more productive. In that regard, the solution is not to fear technology, but to prepare for it. That is why, as a county, we are calling on our technical institutions to shift from traditional training to practical innovation. There is also need to develop policies that govern how we use AI responsibly. Furthermore, I call for a need to fully integrate artificial intelligence into our education curriculum. Let us begin early, as Kipchoge has said, even at the ECD level, to sharpen the minds of our young ones, preparing them to think, create, and compete in the digital age as they grow. If we prepare early, we will not fear technology. We will shape it. Our ultimate focus remains clear: to ensure that every innovation leads to better service delivery, stronger economies, and more jobs, not fewer. I am keenly following the AI solutions that will be developed through the Innovation Challenge ongoing in this summit. And as we reflect on this year's theme, connecting minds, shaping software, driving growth, let us move beyond conversation. Let us connect ideas, develop homegrown solutions, and execute strategies that will transform our communities. As a county, we are ready to support young people to leverage on technology. We are building our county to be a smart city, powered by innovation. The introduction of traffic lights is a clear indication of this vision, and that's why I am counting on our youth currently in the AI challenge to come up with solutions that make our city AI-centric. At the same time, as the City of Champions, we call for greater innovation to support our athletes, the men and women who continue to bring glory to our nation abroad. And we want to thank Kipchoge and the team. Many years ago, we were told when you go to Nyanza, Kisumu, and Siaya, and they say, don't throw any stone anyhow, you might hit a professor. But when you come to this County of Champions, please be careful. Don't throw any stone anyhow. You might hit an Eliud Kipchoge or Susan, or Faith Kibiagon, or Moses Tanui, Moses Kiptanui, or anybody else, Ezekiel Kimboy and Rudisha, they hang around here. So take care you don't throw any stone, you might harm our champions. So we are saying, let technology therefore help us track performance, improve training, and safeguard the health of our sportsmen and women, ensuring that the next generation of champions remains unstoppable. In that spirit, let this inaugural summit mark the beginning of a journey that positions our county and our nation as a continental leader in AI and software innovation. Indeed, this initiative is critical. Our head of state, President William Ruto, has shown the way by enrolling for a degree in artificial intelligence. Now, there are people called the analog. I think our children will think that we are also analog, but I want to encourage our Prime Secretary and the CS. People see our age and they think we are very old. But there is new knowledge. There is something that will kill AI, because all these technologies, they always become obsolete very fast. So I don't know whether something will kill AI, but I'm told there is something called synthetic intelligence. That's where you will find some of us. So if I was to enroll to any class, I want to go to synthetic class so that I can beat AI. So wait for me ahead. I'm coming with my team. So don't call us analog again. We are aware. And again, as we move forward, indeed, this initiative is critical. This is leadership by example. We too must move with the times, not wait for the future to catch up with us. Moreover, as we host this summit today, we take pride in demonstrating that Uasin Gishu is ready for global conferencing with the facilities, the hospitality, and the warmth of the people who welcome you home every time you visit. Different conversations are ongoing with our business community to make our city the best in conferencing and hosting international events, just like the recent International Cycling Competition and Devolution Conference, and now this is a very important summit again, that Uasin Gishu has the potential to hold any kind of meeting under the sun. The first time we held a DEFCON conference, I was barely 1 year in office, and it was very successful. And we hosted around 20,000 people who slept around here. We have so many, we have the capacity for beds and hanging out. We are the only county who has developed so much, and we have innovated life. We have day life, same as night life. So you can choose what time do you want to be alive, during the day or at night. So, and if you visit a place called Timber Exo here and Tamasha, you will realize there is more life at night than day. So that's also another innovation, and AI should take note that we are also very serious. Indeed, looking ahead, we are ready to work with the Ministry of ICT to ensure that this summit becomes an annual event hosted in our county, providing exposure and opportunities for our young people, and we will support it all the way. So Waziri and PS, I commit myself that if this thing is to happen, it should happen here again. And again and again, we make it a hub of AI in the world or in Africa. Finally, to the organizers of this remarkable summit, I extend my deepest appreciation to the ministry and Moi University, whom we have cordial relations. I warmly invite you to continue choosing the City of Champions as the home of many more events of this nature in the years ahead. And I want to say Moi University, PS is happy that his alumni. What do you call those people who worked in Moi University and they went to other fields like me? Because I think we'll ask the AI where to place us. Are we alumni? Where are we? Because we worked here at some time, and they say success has many fathers. So when you are successful, I feel like I should be part of this story, because I was once here as a staff, and somewhere AI should place me somewhere. And if it cannot, I will ask synthetic intelligence to place me properly where we belong. And I want to say thank you so much, Moi University. I know you are going through challenges, and it is true to say Prime CS, that Moi University has mentored and produced people, including our peers, including the Deputy President, Kindiki was a student here, and many more, including me. So we think this Moi University has something special. It is designed to create people and create great people, not just human beings, scientists, leaders, and many more. So Moi University, Ongera Kwenu. I was once a member of something called MUSCO. I don't know whether it still exists or it died, but there is a challenge they went through. We are in talks with the CS cooperative to give us some money to help those people who lost their money through mismanagement or something like that. And when a chairman, we are ready to stand with you. PS Oparanya has had a talk with us together with MUSCO. We want to make sure that we revive MUSCO, because there are people who have even gone through issues. Others have died, others have gone mental because they have lost their only savings they had, because they knew that after retirement, I will have my 2 million or 3 million, but now it has gone down with people who don't know how to manage cooperatives. So we are doing something for you as a governor and a member of this county and a former member of Moi University. We will make sure that we bring life to our cooperative called MUSCO. MUSCO was good in those days. When you are in office or somewhere, you are told, well, ile inaitwa nini dividends, imekuja kimbia kwa laini. So every time that money will come, but now I'm told it has become something else. But we are ready to bring the glory of Moi University back to where it is. And I agree with the Mheshimiwa MP that this is the only university that came up the same way God created the universe. Let there be light. So Moi said, let there be a university, not through a college or some constituent college or campus or whatever. This is a university that just happened. And we want to say, Ongera Moi University, we are proud of you. We will stand with you. And I know the president coming from around has a good plan for Moi University. I want to say thank you very much once again. Karibuni Uasin Gishu, Karibuni, the County of Champions. I also just want to make a request from this summit, the AI. How can you market our county? Can you apply AI to market Uasin Gishu? Because I was in China a couple of weeks ago, and they don't know the difference between Uasin Gishu and Eldoret. So they say Eldoret County, Uasin Gishu. They don't know even to pronounce Uasin Gishu. So I think we need to go like the rest. Every other city goes with the name of the county. Like Nairobi, Nairobi County. Mombasa, Mombasa County. Kisumu, Kisumu County. Nakuru, Nakuru County. Eldoret Uasin Gishu County. It doesn't add up. So can AI please intervene and help us, put us in our correct position so that we can be marketed outside this county. Asanteni sana. With me again, allow me, sorry, to go back. All the staff that is working with county government of Uasin Gishu, please stand up. We are very serious, we are very committed. The gentleman there is our county minister for ICT, youth and innovation and sports, Wanakeme. And the gentleman here is the deputy governor, the youngest deputy governor, I think, in the world. So, tunadili na GNC wenye wako hapa, ana hiyo lugha. Wanaongea lugha ingine, si Kiswahili, si Kiingereza, si Kinandi, lakini they know how to communicate. I think they speak in AI or something like that. So thank you very much. Those of us who are really wishing to enroll in this class, you put me in the class called synthetic intelligence. This AI thing, I think, the knowledge is growing so fast. And these things, ICT, they become obsolete very fast. So before this one becomes obsolete, you wait for me ahead. Thank you very much, and God bless you. Allow me humbly now to welcome our Cabinet Secretary, Kaboko, to come and share his words of wisdom. Na karibu nyumbani. Kaboko, hapa tunasema 2 terms, so they might not understand because wako kwa AI, but just use their language to make sure that hapa ni 2 term pamoja na governor. Asante sana.
Thank you, Your Excellency, PCS. All protocols observed. I've been asked to recognize heads of missions and ambassadors, all their representatives. If you may please be upstanding, we recognize you. That is not my mistake. It's John Tanui. He asked me to recognize them. Atu. A heavy clap for him. Your Excellency, you know, when politicians take their microphone, there is really very little you can do. You start knocking your fingers and wondering why they have forgotten time. But I always say I'm not a politician. I'm a leader. And if you Google, AI will help you to understand why the difference between a leader and a politician. Your Excellency, in the morning, just before I invite you, as I was waiting for you, some young men I had seen many years ago here in the city asked me, William, why did you choose that haircut? And really, I looked at him and I wondered what was wrong with this gentleman. Quickly I thought, and I said, it's just a choice. So when I sat there, when I Googled why was he called His Excellency Governor Koti Moja, I figured it was one jacket he commonly used to talk to the people to vote for him. So don't lose that jacket, my friend. Otherwise, kazi itaenda. So as I was sitting there, Your Excellency, I decided to use AI to check how do you answer someone who asked you how you became bold, so that next time I have an answer. And it says that's pretty forward, depending on the context. Anyway, I have a few for you. Just going with the flow, meaning that's how the flow is. I just decided to let my hair be. I've just been embracing my natural style. And the bold took its place. So AI is useful, Your Excellency. And I truly want to say this. If you start now and decide we change our topic and we get these guys to speak, they'll only ask for 5 minutes. Then go out there, chat, GPT, quick, do me a speech, and there you get a speech. And now that makes us all look clever, but also sometimes equally stupid, because you will just pick a question and it will give you a question depending on how you framed your question. So it's important, the young men of this world, there's a guy here who said that this is a job or a game for the young. And I'm sure, Your Excellency, that's not true. These guys want to throw you and I out. And I wanted to tell him, I can't remember his name, was Fipi or Sipi in Nairobi. And that's where the people of State House, Controller and others used to come and Google, and the first camcorder was in that place. I was your age. I'm now making money again through AI when I'm mzee. So please don't kick us out. You need to be with us. We embrace that you have the energy and you have everything else that is required in this space, but you also need us. We have the data. Let me not say more, Your Excellency, because there's a new rule in town that once your boss is in town, you speak less. So those who took long, they don't recognize you as their boss because they should have talked less. But allow me to warmly welcome you to the Kenya Software AI Summit, a defining milestone in our national digital transformation journey. Your Excellency, this summit reflects Kenya's evolution from expanding connectivity to building capability and now to measuring the real economic impact of our innovation. Your Excellency, Kenya's ICT sector contributes 8% of the national GDP. However, the specific value of software has never been comprehensively assessed. Our ministry will spearhead a software GDP measurement framework to capture the full contribution of software to employment, exports, and national productivity. Globally, software accounts for 15% of GDP, and that is where we want Kenya to get in the soonest time possible. Your Excellency, the ministry will also finalize a national framework for software development and quality assurance to elevate the standards of locally developed software. Your Excellency, as you've seen in the exhibitions, around the world, software summits like this one have become catalysts for growth and collaboration. GITEX Africa, that was in Morocco, brought together 30,000 participants and hundreds of startups. Bengaluru Technical Summit helped position Karnataka in India as a US $65 billion software hub. LEAP Saudi Arabia leveraged its platform to announce over $10 billion in technology investments. Your Excellency, the ministry will build on its summit outcomes, on this summit's outcomes, to prepare Kenya's innovators for GTEx 2026, which will be held here in Nairobi. Participants from this summit will form the core of Kenya's national showcase, presenting homegrown, certified, and export-ready software and AI solutions. In closing, Your Excellency, the ministry agenda is anchored on data impact. This summit lays the foundation for measurable ecosystem. I thank you. And may we be now upstanding to welcome the Prime Cabinet Secretary, Ndugu Musalia Mudavadi.
Interesting, isn't it? Maybe we can Thank you. Please be seated. My colleague and friend, Honorable William Kabogo, the Principal Secretary is present, the ITU Secretary General, John Omo, members of the Diplomatic Corps who are present, Governor B, and his entire leadership who are present here today, the Vice Chancellor and leadership of the University, Mo University, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. First, let me just say that as I was listening to my brother Kabogo speak, it's quite clear we don't share the same barber. Where he has his haircut is not where I go. But I'm happy to perhaps show him where my barber is, but I'm reluctant to find out who his barber is. So I am standing here really on behalf of the President of the Republic of Kenya, who was destined to be our chief guest. And you know, he's an avid proponent of technology, but due to his many assignments, he asked me to join my colleague so that we can show his solidarity in the remarks that we make today. So I stand before you today honored to launch the inaugural Kenya Software and AI Summit 2025. right here in the heart of Eldoret, the city of champions. This is no ordinary gathering. It is a convergence of brilliant minds from the software industry, academia, the private sector, and development partners. Together, we are the champions of Kenya's digital destiny, catalyzing a digital revolution that will propel our nation into a future where technology empowers every dream and unlocks boundless potential. Eldoret, with its legacy of excellence, resilience, and unyielding spirit, is the perfect birthplace of this summit. Just as our champions shatter records on the track, we are here to position Kenya as Africa's coding champion, a powerhouse where talent, technology, and innovation fuse to drive inclusive growth and redefine digital leadership across the continent. In Kenya, every young innovator holds the keys to a brighter tomorrow for all Kenyans. We gather at a pivotal moment in history where the global economy pulses with the energy of intelligent software, artificial intelligence, cloud technologies, and digital entrepreneurship. The software market surges beyond $700 billion US, growing at up to 9% annually, while AI alone is set to unleash over $1.7 trillion in economic value in the next year. As the world's Silicon Savannah, Kenya is not just invited to the table, we are destined to lead, turning these opportunities into prosperity for all. Our nation's story is one of bold innovation, from M-Pesa, which revolutionized global fintech and inspired the world, to our government's trailblazing e-citizen platform with over 22,000 services, e-procurement for transparency, and digital health reforms through the Digital Health Agency. We have proven time and again that Kenya dares to dream big and deliver even bigger. These are not mere achievements, they are testaments to our unbreakable spirit, showing we are not afraid to pioneer and transform. This summit aligns seamlessly with our national vision, as enshrined in the African Union Digital Transformation Strategy, the UN Sustainable Development Goals, and global AI governance frameworks. Under the leadership of President William Ruto, we have placed the digital economy at the core of our transformation agenda. Through the Digital Superhighway program and our National Digital Master Plan, 2022 to 2032, we are crafting a Kenya where our youth, the heartbeat of our nation, can innovate fearlessly, compete globally, and thrive beyond imagination. Africa's digital renaissance offers us a golden chance to leapfrog outdated barriers, sparking innovation, entrepreneurship, and inclusive growth that strengthens our place in the global arena. Powered by our talented youth, a vibrant ICT sector, and a booming digital economy, supported by government policies, private sector dynamism, academic excellence, and partner support, Kenya is poised to spearhead Africa's digital wave. Earlier this year, at an AI summit in Kigali, I witnessed Africa's raw potential firsthand, engaging with innovators, policymakers, and visionaries. I saw how AI is already reshaping our continent, from precision agriculture that feeds millions to predictive healthcare that saves lives. AI is not a distant dream. It is a present superpower, a tool to enhance humanity, and skyrocket productivity. But its true magic lies in our hands, how we harness it to build a future of abundance. That experience reminded me that Africa's strength is in its homegrown talent. I met young engineers crafting AI solutions for our realities. Kiswahili chatbots, bridging languages, as well as AI-supported diagnostics for remote clinics. These stories underlie a powerful truth. Africa brims with genius. What we need is robust infrastructure, forward-thinking policies, and bold investments to nurture this talent and scale ideas for global impact. Philanthropists and partners, this is your call to action. Build ecosystems where Africans do not just survive, but lead and inspire the world. Over 60% of Africa's population is under 25. It is our youth, not minerals or land, that are our greatest treasure. Just look at the fire in their eyes and the ideas in their minds. Empower them, and we unlock generations of progress. Fail them, and we dim the light of our future. Youth of Kenya, you are not waiting for change. You are the change. You are the architects, the disruptors, the builders of tomorrow. History whispers a timeless lesson. Every great era is fueled by the passion and vision of the young. Africa's youth are not passive recipients. They are the bold creators reshaping the world. Yet too often, their voices are sidelined. This ends now. To forge a self-reliant Africa, we must partner with our youth, investing in them and fueling their ambitions to turn dreams into reality. Today, we do not just celebrate Kenya's digital strides in software and AI, we actually ignite a bolder commitment to harness these forces as engines of prosperity, equity, and security for every Kenyan. This summit is Africa's premier stage for innovation, drawing global leaders to collaborate and catapult us into technological supremacy. Worldwide, the software and AI landscape evolves at a lightning speed. Nations are pouring resources into trustworthy, AI-robust infrastructure and skills programs to equip citizens for the fourth industrial revolution. The priorities are crystal clear. Scale human capacity, govern data ethically, secure vital systems, champion open standards, and support ecosystems that transform research into jobs, solving real-world problems. Kenya, let us rise to this call and lead with our renowned ingenuity. I want to emphasize this particular paragraph. Kenya's digital transformation has been meteoric, cementing Kenya as Africa's beacon in infrastructure, innovation, and youth empowerment. From 2022 to 2025, we have expanded our fiber network by 37,313 kilometers, totaling over 60,000 kilometers, boosted fixed broadband to 2.14 million connections, grown mobile subscribers to 76.7 million, and lit up 1,494 public Wi-Fi hotspots, serving millions. eCitizen now hosts over 22,000 services with 14 million users and rakes in 400 billion Kenya shillings that have been collected. But it's actually more, based on, it's actually hit $1 trillion. Partnerships with Kenya Power will connect 70,000 government offices, while private sector efforts reach 8.5 million homes and businesses. The Kenya Advanced Institute of Science and Technology at Konza Technopolis, alongside the Open University of Kenya, will spark the next generation of skills and disruptors. I'm using the word disruptors repeatedly, but please don't disrupt politically. Our competitive policies propel us forward. The National Artificial Intelligence Strategy of 2025 to 2030 positions AI as a national superpower, not just a tool. We recognize AI's disruption to jobs, but we also embrace it as a catalyst for growth. Through skills, research, ethics, and regulation, we must elevate our talent to dominate international markets. Kenya's legislative framework, including the ICT Act, Copyright Act, Data Protection Act, Computer Misuse and Cyber Crimes Act, and Virtual Asset Service Providers Act 2025, make us a trusted haven for investors and innovators emerging in tech. To reap the digital economy's full harvest, we must accelerate with audacity. We possess the resources, talent, and resolve to craft AI-driven software that revolutionize Kenya and Africa. I challenge this summit to deliver tangible outcomes addressing some of the following issues. One, skills. What AI-powered abilities will we make our youth globally, will we give to our youth to make them globally unstoppable? Secondly, industry-academia links. How can universities and TVETs equip talent for tomorrow's connected jobs? Third, local participation. What frameworks will empower Kenyan innovators to drive government digitalization nationwide? Policy innovation. That's the fourth. What bold steps must the government take to upscale our software industry? And fifth, the youth agenda. What pledges ensure innovation, creates real jobs and wealth for our young trailblazers? This summit must evolve into Africa's epicenter for software and AI, uniting entrepreneurs, investors, academics, and policymakers. Software and AI are modernizing agriculture, revolutionizing healthcare, personalizing education, fortifying security, expanding manufacturing, enhancing transparency, and supercharging services. Government cannot do this alone. I repeat, government cannot do this alone. We therefore call on the private sector, please invest boldly, co-create, and unlock doors for local talent. For the academia, retool curricula to forge future-ready skills. For the Kenyan innovators, build solutions that conquer global markets. Do not just think local, think global. For global partners, join us in research, standards, and responsible innovation. And for the public sector, operationalize frameworks that procure from innovative startups. Let this summit be where partnerships ignite, ideas attract investment, research births products, pilots scale to industries, and visions create wealth. Seize this moment boldly, responsibly, and collaboratively. Together, we will make AI the ultimate tool to elevate humanity, boost productivity, and build a Kenya where every youth's dream takes flight. I anticipate transformative ideas from this software and AI summit that will fuel transformation in 2025 and beyond. I thank you. God bless Kenya and God bless Africa.
A better round of applause for the Prime Cabinet Secretary.
I don't have to say much. I think I'll dilute a statement that I think had a lot of content. But let me just say something. As we looked at, I think you call them the agencies and all that. There's the one where there was the clenched fist, close to Kipchoge's figure or portrait. There was one thing that I kept on looking and I didn't see it. I don't know whether it falls within that matrix or where, but the whole issue of discipline. The 5 points that you brought out in the agency, you talked of determination. Can somebody just flash that? I think it was in the very early stages. The yellow one, eh? I think it was being done by the young man from Nakuru. E-citizen. Yeah, but anyway, if you get it, fine. But there were aspects there, you know, determination, everything. But when I looked at it, I noticed a fundamental issue is missing. Discipline. Discipline was lacking there, and integrity. Because that is where our challenges or our efforts get lost. To be world-class innovators, listening to Evid, listening to Kipchoge, this is not instant coffee. You know? You have to really work at it. And you need to be disciplined as well and committed so that you can then see the results at the end of the day. Then there was the question of integrity. I speak because on this one, I owe it to the young people. And I'm speaking at the right platform for the young people. We are having serious problems that could hinder your growth and your progress. Your digital footprint, good young people listening to me because this is your platform. Your digital footprint is very important. It's very important. It can either block your ascendancy to greater heights, or it can become a big problem. Right now, when I speak to you, there are some nations that have now made it a requirement to examine your digital platform before you get a visa to travel. It's no longer fiction. It's the truth. I speak here because I also have children. And I owe it to you that discipline and integrity is what will take you higher. It may seem fashionable to disparage the president and to ridicule the president and to ridicule Mudavadi and to ridicule every other person because it looks fashionable. But I'm telling you, it will not be fashionable when you find that your visa is being denied. So enjoy this space. Make good use of it. But do what is ethical, do what is right, because we want you to go far. We don't want you to terminate at the wrong place. So my appeal to you as young people is, please, let's look at that. The other one is me to speak as a Kenyan. In the last few weeks, we are also experiencing a situation where we are having a lot of interventions for young people. Some for good causes, some for adventure. I just want to encourage you. The world has become what it is. Let us defend our Constitution. Let us protect our rights. Let us consolidate our rights in accordance with our Constitution. But again, please remember, the moment you step beyond Kenya's borders, it's not the Constitution of Kenya that applies. You enter a sovereign state with different regulations and different laws. My prayer is that our young people, as they enjoy their freedom, please be cautious. It is absolutely important. We don't want to lose any Kenyan. We don't want to have any young life obstructed. So as you go out there, as we develop these skills, just bear in mind that there are some basic issues that we must not abandon. There's an African proverb that talks about break the chains and you gain your freedom. But if you cut your roots, you die. So in all this, let us break all the chains of poverty, of illiteracy, of anything that would stop us. But let us not cut our roots. You are Kenyans. You are African. Keep your roots as you go out. God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, our Prime Cabinet Secretary. Now, just before you leave the stage, sir, I know you're a little eager on this. I would like to ask the CS and the PS as well, and the governor to kindly join you on stage for only 5 quick photos that we want to do. And as they come in, could you kindly have the partners who spoke here, ECS Huawei, the chair and vice chair of Moi University, COSA CEO and ATU, kindly come up stage very first. And then we'll have joining them as well, the World Bank and KDEV, Kenya Digital Economy. That's the first photo. I'm calling the next cohort. So kindly let me have that first on stage, if you don't mind. Yes, please. I'm going to call the mic. The second photo will be joined by, yes, the second photo will be joined by Microsoft, China Mobile, GIZ, DHA, and Virtual Asset Chambers and Safaricom. Let me have this as the first one. I'm not sure whether we capture the lady. Excellent, just checking out. Thank you so much. If you may, I think we'll make a curve kindly, because you can see, yes. Come, step forward a little bit so that there's a curve.
It's only one lady in the panel.
Yes, that's the one for the beginning, and then we'll have more coming up. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much. Let me have the next photo. Thank you so much. Yes, so we're going to have just the PS staying put. Thank you so much. CS kindly stay right there, and the governor with our chief guest. We have the Microsoft, China Mobile, GIZ, DHA, and the Virtual Asset Chamber. Kindly come up here, and Safaricom. Kindly come up here. We'll also have Bororut and Ivid City. Yes. Kindly come up, if you don't mind, very fast, so we can have that photo. Thank you so much. If you could kindly move it as well. Yes. Go ahead, Microsoft as well. There you go. Lovely. Excellent.
We can create a better curve from the other end.
Yeah, some of us can cross over to the other side. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Lovely. Let me have the Moi University Organizing Committee kindly on standby. On standby. 3, 2, go. Thank you so much. We may take our seats. Let me have the chair of the council and the Moi University Organizing Committee. Yes, and the VC as well. Kindly take it in. There you go. I think they're right here. Excellent. And then finally, we'll be having the organizing committee of the summit under the ministry and CONSA. Yes, gentlemen, one of you can cross over to the other side as well. There you go. Finally, let's have the organizing committee of the summit under the ministry and CONSA join up very fast. Excellent. Thank you so much. Yes, we're going to call them right here, right here. Yes, please come, honorable. Yes, please come. Yes, you missed you in the photo. There you go. And the champ as well. You've been called out. Yes, yes. Huawei. Yes. Yes.
We can also have
They want a
our
second
champion
one. They
as
want a
well.
second one. The CS has called you up. Yes, go ahead for a second one. It's all right.
Yes, minor.
Yes.
And our champion is right there as well. We can
Abs-
invite him.
After this, it's the champ moment. That one is special as well. Thank you so much. There you have it. Thank you so much. You may take your seats, but the final one is with the champ. Champ, please come. We need some DNA. The DNA
Eliud Kipchoge.
injected to our leaders here. Honorable Kabogo said they're not politicians, they're leaders. Let's inject some running energy on them. Yes, vitamin. It's a vitamin N. Excellent. There you go. There you go. So let's all look at the pictures. And that should mark the end of it all. Excellent. Organizing committee, sorry, we missed the organizing committee, Moi University. Are you here? Yes, please come up.
Oh,
please come up, please
absolutely.
come up, please come up, please come up very fast.
Come up
There's a
front.
quick final one. Lovely. The organizing committee.
It's a big team.
CS and PS.
Proceed.
Don't leave yet. There's the organizing committee. They were here, right here. Just don't leave yet. They would need that picture with a nice haircut. So please come, please come. Excellent, excellent. PS Tanui. Excellent. Just somehow, don't mind, make a nice conclave. Yes, there you go. There you go. Yes. Some of you on the other end. Yes, there you go. Lovely. That's a beautiful one. That's the organizing committee. Thank you so much. Asanteni sana. You may take your seats. And ladies and gentlemen, let's appreciate our chief guest, the CS Governor and the PS. Asante sana.
Thank
We
you
appreciate
so much, Prime Cabinet Secretary, as well as the Cabinet Secretary. And right now, the Prime Cabinet Secretary is going to launch the public Wi-Fi. I urge the rest of us to remain behind as we let the Prime Cabinet Secretary launch the public Wi-Fi right outside at the main gate. Well, the rest of us can remain right here as we give you the next part of the program. Many thanks for staying with us until this very moment. I bet it has been quite insightful. Yeah? This has been quite an insightful event. And now, without further ado, what do you think we should do next?
I just want to remind the people that you had some conversations about AI and everything else. There is a masterclass tomorrow at 4:30 to 5:30. AI masterclass tomorrow. Make sure you attend that masterclass so that at least you don't say you're left behind. So make sure that you plan to attend that masterclass. We want to release you shortly after that launch and tell you the directions of how we're going to have our lunches and everything else. But we beg you to kindly maintain your seats for now because we want to have a very clear order on how we are moving. So kindly be patient with us. Just about 2 or 3 minutes. Immediately after that, we'll give you directions on where we are going. But how was the session so far, Lynn?
Oh, insightful, mind-blowing
Yeah.
at the same time. And we're actually talking about sustainability. Well, AI is here, software is here.
Absolutely.
What then? What are the gaps
Yeah.
in this particular adoption?
You're right. And I see, what the acknowledgement is that we cannot do away with it. We must see how do
We
we
adopt.
leverage on it,
Mhm.
adopt, and then move on. But interesting enough as well, I can't forget what the champ said, you know, there's a lot of work we need to learn. Marathons as well can teach you a lot of lessons.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, I think this has been the home of champions. I think 50% of the people here are from this home. I don't know how many of us have ever completed a full marathon. You know, a full marathon is how many kilometers? Just check in.
42 kilometers.
42? Yeah, 42.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he finished that within 2 hours, you know that?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
And that's a long track.
Yeah,
42
Bishop,
kilometers.
have you ever done a 42? It's okay. He has never. He has
100 meters, perhaps?
No.
100 meters, yeah? How was it? How easy or tough?
100 meters is tough. The people you're seeing at the front exiting, going for that launch, have done 42 kilometers.
They've done 42 kilometers.
Yeah, but they have done that in their dreams.
That is the committee as well.
Yeah, we appreciate them for that. The rest of us kindly remain right there. We're about to give you directions. Immediately after that is launched, that's what we're looking and waiting for. And then we'll be able to let us know how we can enjoy this food basket. I hope you have prepared something nice for you. What's your staple here, by the way?
It's ugali, if I'm not wrong. Ugali,
Oh,
saga, and mursik.
okay.
Someone
So is
won't
there
be
mursik?
arguing
I hope
with
there's
me.
some mursik today. We would enjoy that. We would
Mursik
enjoy
is
that.
a staple. It's
It's
a staple one here.
Thank you so much,
You
ma'am.
come is to have.
Asante
Thank
sana.
you so much.
Asante sana. And just to alert you, when the food session is open, it's already been blessed. Imam prayed for us. He even
Yes.
touched on it.
The bishop
and
as
even the
well.
bishop as well. Yes. So we will be waiting for directions later on. And in the meantime, the DJ, you had something that is local here that even made the cabinet secretary even dance a little bit to it. So you could give us something subtle, Remember, we have not eaten, so we're hungry. Don't shake our stomach so much. Just something subtle as we wait for directions. Kindly remain seated so that we can have a proper way, an organized way of exiting this particular place, if you don't mind.
Kin 254.
So, evito, sasseine berber ngomnotet, evito, wearing you a pinit canetis up one among a memeting at to teta pamet, Kimo over them well. Igilengo Samis Murian, go back on the boat. Konyo anyumba nanda go uregi, konyo go uchitane tinye gari. Uyo la birechi kasingo metua. Matinye giruagi, amana megeme. Kaso, matinye gayogi, amatinye bauni. Kono chinge ya mituagi, engeme kaso. Igilengo Samis Murian, go back on the boat. Igile marari and chicken, and never maye ne mache golos yeah kaso magigure na lago bot kemme amagigure na lago bot chekisa sotunge chambe
May I have all the speakers, moderators, and partners kindly exit through this end. Please come this way so it can be ushered to where you shall be having your meals. The speakers, moderators, and partners kindly come this side so we can be ushered for your lunch. Speakers, moderators, please come here, and all our partners come through this end. You'll be ushered to your respective place where you shall have your meals and lunch. Yes. So all the speakers and moderators, if you can hear me, we have some on the other end. Please come by so that you can be ushered to your respective tent. Come this way. Thank you so much. I can see you. All our speakers, moderators, kindly exit through that end so that we can be able to usher you for lunch. Just right there on that end, there's a team waiting for you to guide you. Speakers, moderators, and our invited guests, kindly come this end. We have this other place where you will be serving across on the other tent. Yes, please usher them here, especially our speakers and our moderators. Please kindly come this end so we can allow you to serve. Yes, this way, this is the side. Thank you so much. And then the rest of us, Linda has directions for you in a moment. Linda has directions for you. All our speakers, all our moderators, we are calling on you now. Kindly come this direction so that we can be able to usher you lunch. Thank you. And just to remind us, immediately after lunch, we'll be having our sessions back here. So make sure you're back here in the hour so that at least we can have our final afternoon session. So we are not yet done. Immediately after lunch, we should be able to do that. Linda?
DJ. So for the rest of us who are remaining, let's have, since a big number, let's have the first 5 rows coming to me actually. I'll take you for lunch. Come, the first 5 rows, come to me. The first 5 rows, yes. Approach the podium. Yes. Thank you so much. I know we've kept you here for so long, but I'm sure it was worth it. There's a leader right at the front who will lead you right there. Yes, we have the first 5 rows. Let's wait a bit before the rest of them join them. so that we can all have order. And we promise that there is food for every single person right here. Thank you so much for your patience. Let's give them a minute just to make their way to the venue. Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Excellency, for doing this for this great city of Eldoret. As you know, the President has an ambitious plan of 25,000 hotspots. We are working with partners now to find how we can partner with them so that they can be financed. One thing we left out in the 1,000 that they have talked about is how to sustain them. So we are thinking now, even if as we deploy, we shall have a framework where we shall involve the youth to run them and maintain them by
They're just securing their meal cards,
which will keep them maintained by the public themselves. Thank you. So we ask you to do so.
Yeah. Thank you, Waziri. First of all, let me just say that it's really an honor to be here. This great city of Eldoret and at the university as well, to officially launch this public and free Wi-Fi service. Your ministry is going to be so critical in driving us to the next level of growth. So we want to encourage you. And you and your team have been doing a very good job in helping us take this tremendous stride, and I want to thank you. One thing I hope to mention there is that with the e-citizen platform, and I'm happy members of the profession, what we take for granted has now become a reference point. I was, when the president of Senegal came, make a state visit here a few weeks ago, and one of the asks he had for President Ruto was how his country can actually
Thank you for your patience. Let's wait just for a minute for them to settle in, and then we can let you go. Thank you so much for your patience. DJ Su, tupe mziki imechangamuka kabisa so that we don't feel so hungry.
One night in a disco on the outskirts of Bristol, I was cruising with my favorite gang. The place was so boring, filled with out-of-towners touring. I knew that it wasn't my thing. I really wasn't caring, but I felt my eyes staring at a guy who stuck out in the crowd. He had the kind of body that would shame Adonis, and a face that would make any man proud. Oh, what wow! He's the greatest dancer. Oh, what wow! That I've ever seen. Oh, what wow! He's the greatest dancer. Oh, what wow! The champion of dance, his moves will put you in a trance.
Okay, now we can have the next 4 rows. Let's have the next 4.